All right, we should be live on both.
YouTube too?
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. Oh, shook it now. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Said that like a gang. I'm shit, this motherfucker. Shit. Shit, this thing.
So that means we're looking on the lookout for somebody got to be on Facebook, somebody got to be on YouTube in case we get any comments. In case anybody watching this. Turn the volume down, this motherfucker.
Why so violent today? Everything is in this motherfucker.
In this motherfucker. Why not? Start sharing this shit to groups.
Yeah, check L1, L2, 3, 4.
Ramona, what's going on?
Oh, we got Ramon in the building. What? She laughing at?
Who laughing? Who laughing? Who laughing? Who laughing?
No, sir.
Apparently, we got some topics tonight. Live. What the fuck? You say only you? Hey, would you guys give that man to drink?
Hey man, over there, he drinking on his own shit, bro.
Did you roofie him?
I think he roofied himself.
Sound like it to me.
You can have yourself a
Drinking on Pookie Loke.
Ooh.
What Gucci said. Kendrick say, "Ooh, buy that fuck that Kendrick verse, nigga. Nigga sound smoking on your top."
3, 2, 1.
Yo, what is up? We are back off the hiatus right here, Sticks-N-ShyTalk. Yo, man, what's good with y'all, man? What y'all been up to? We got, of course, the expert right here, Delvin himself, Jay, Steve right here, Joy Tino, and over there, the man who runs the whole show, Mr. Tyrone Irvin himself.
We all got red cups today.
Solo cup up,
solo cup in
Solo
it up,
cup
right?
in the air.
Miles Anthony. But look,
Yeah.
on the legit, you know,
You said my real name.
He said on the legit.
On the
so,
legit.
So was the rest of the stuff not legit?
No, that was legit too, but this is even more legit. What's more legit is that we don't
Slightly
have sticks
illegitimate.
today.
Slightly.
We got the sips and the shit talk today. We not sticking and shit talking. We actually inside the venue on the spot. Yo, man, it was easier getting here tonight now than September 1st.
Oh yeah. You know what? They've been knocking them off the block for a while.
For real?
They messed up my little zit count.
Yeah, so people don't know we got a few laws that kind of changed in the city today. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, around the state. Like, so we got some simple ones like, you know, you can now buy liquor on Sunday at 10 instead of 12. Not liquor, beer
Wine.
Beer and wine.
Right.
We
Yeah,
work
that's
on the
real
real
simple
work.
stuff.
I work on the
I
liquor.
want some slicker.
They got some hardened abortion laws, and you also
Yeah.
now you can get paid if you rat out somebody getting an abortion.
You can what?
Wow.
Yeah, now you can get a reward for
I don't really know
get
anybody
abortions.
getting abortions.
I don't know
A lot
either,
of
but-
women I know, they kind of getting in grandma territory. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
But it might be their kid, somebody you know.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's
whatever.
not my monkey,
But
not my
They
show.
grandmas.
They grandma, but
They
the thing
grandma.
is, though,
Grandmas.
right. So the thing is, even though you can't go around here and have sex with people for a very low fee, and you can't get rid of the baby if you do, you can kill somebody because
You can carry your.
you carry your freaking weapon without
Get
a
your
license,
strap.
without a permit.
Which is fucking bullshit.
I can carry
I
my.
work too hard to carry my fucking license.
And not a license.
Not
plate.
even-
Now,
not everybody
I
got
can just
one.
walk up the street. Hey, there we go.
The first gun I had
dropped
home
my
was a
gun.
burner. I went from a burner to a fucking licensed carrier. Now y'all all motherfuckers can carry.
See, those who
Nah.
just kept their
That's
burners
funny.
were the smart ones.
What do you say? Where do I go to get my $150 license fee back?
That's
You
funny.
should want a refund.
Bullshit.
Though.
Hey.
I went through a lot of fucking work.
You know what's crazy is like I seen they passed the medical marijuana too to where, but like the percentage is so low it don't
matter, right?
It's like smoking cotton. But my thing is, so I can carry a pistol.
You stupid.
I can carry a pistol, but I can't smoke a joint.
Hey man, you can't be high
If it was-
be high and have a pistol at the same
Yeah,
time.
but that's my point. If it was more joints, it'd be less pistols.
These are facts.
That's true.
You know. Here's my only problem with the pistol law. Like, here's my thing. How many things have they? Let's say make a list. If we're not gonna make a list, but we can really make a list of how many things the police have mistaken for a gun in a black man's hand.
Go, you
right?
want it?
Right? Whether it be
Right.
a pack of Skittles or a wallet or a comb or a cell phone. Like,
Yeah.
imagine what they're gonna mistake a gun for, and now he can have a gun. Like,
It ain't gonna be. Yeah,
A pack of
that's-
Skittles.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, they really gonna be like that.
This is the one time though I actually feel for the police.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people
Yeah.
who are gonna do something to police, we're gonna do something to them already.
Not just the fact that I'm not just talking about doing something to them. I'm talking about like the level of alertness they need now more than ever.
Oh, they gonna no,
Oh,
no
yeah,
shit.
yeah, because people, thinking somebody gonna jump out on you.
You think they shooting people now? Like it's probably gonna go up.
Ooh, that damn rabbit got the gun. It's gonna be.
It's gonna go up.
It'll be
Do you-
shooting going up both ways. To be honest,
I don't think
with
it's
you.
gonna change that much
don't think
because
so?
the difference between like here in California, like pre-September 1st, out here it was already the wild wild west to a lot like New York. You see what I'm saying? People already got their guns, and now you just telling somebody.
Right.
Right.
All you guys dropped your guns on the way in.
Right.
Last week.
Did the liquor law change on the weekends? The weekend?
No, just the Sunday you can buy beer and wine
I don't care. About
10
that shit.
2 hours early. You
I
buy
mean,
it 10
I'm
instead of
sleep
noon.
anyway. I don't care.
Yeah, like the thing is, the people we know what the laws are.
Go
So
past
people
the
who
9 o'clock, man.
Yeah.
That'll make me. I'm not excited.
right.
So
people
that's
who
just
know
nine?
people who know
Yeah.
the laws. People from Texas, everybody know to stock up on Friday or Saturday. Like we just
Yeah.
like
I wonder who lobbied for that, like HEB, Kroger, because it's wine. Can Spec stay open on Sunday?
no.
No, liquor
So
stores are still
liquor
closed on
stores
Sundays,
still have to be
right?
closed on.
Yeah. So what are we talking
So
about?
you
here?
but you can buy it from groceries.
saying, it don't make
You can
sense.
buy it from grocery stores. You can buy it
An
at
hour
gas-
earlier.
Yeah, 2 hours earlier.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not really that
okay.
big of a deal.
Yeah, right. That's
It
like
was like-
Denny's closing.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
an
I've
hour
never been
for
on a
maintenance.
Sunday morning like, damn, I need to I need to pull up, you know.
No, but it happens though. I mean, we know people barbecue and stuff. They go get their stuff for the day, and then they just run over and grab a pack of beer. But
Look,
they
call
can't
me
now.
Yeah.
when
Fucking
you,
up my mimosas.
Call me when you allow the liquor stores to be open on Sunday.
Oh,
Right.
liquor store, not liquor bars. I think can sell you liquor by the case now, some shit like that. So like
Okay.
something like that. I think
Wait.
I don't know this is specific on that one.
Bars can sell you
So-
liquor.
something or beer by the case or something like you know.
Do I need to look that up?
Yes, I'm gonna look it up. New Texas, look it up. I'll look it up. It's something like that.
New Texas liquor.
Yeah, they said something about bars. I did read it, but I don't remember. When I saw there was nothing going past 9 o'clock,
You just tuned out.
I tuned out of the rest. Because I got a text about that shit from a homie, and he was like, sending me this shit. I'm like, you lying. That's not true. Like, they're not going past 9.
No.
And, sure enough, when I read it, they weren't going past 9.
That's all.
I mean,
that
if you're going
matters.
to make a change, you got to make a real change.
They
Like,
ain't doing it, bro.
everybody, every state is typically 11 o'clock. You
Yeah,
know,
nah.
11 to 12. I mean, you can buy liquor in Louisiana at fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah,
Right.
most places that too. Is it a? I think is it a conservative thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, which is archaic as fuck.
What they conserving,
Yeah.
getting drunk after like 9 or something?
Yeah, I don't understand the law. I don't understand why that shit is so old. They should have changed that. If they want to do something, they should have done.
They're
that.
not doing that, bro.
I guess there's no my body, my choice, huh?
Obviously
when it
not. I
come to
mean,
your
you can't even. You drank all your vaccines. Obviously, you ain't your choice on shit.
Damn it.
Because look, a lot of the when I lived in Dallas, a lot of the counties up, especially around Lubbock, there was a lot of dry counties.
Dallas used to be dry county in Dallas.
Yeah.
You had to drive outside the city limits of Dallas to go buy liquor.
Yeah, and they were just losing so much money.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
why Dallas
they all just got rid of their blue
Because
laws.
it was like, because in Dallas, when I used to live in Dallas, you had to drive, like we drive like 20 minutes, right? Like literally right outside the city line.
Right.
The city limits would be like 10 liquor stores. It'd be a strip of liquor stores. So Dallas was like, we got to bring that, like we losing way too much money.
Right.
But even if you go to Dallas now, they still have liquor stores and they have beer and wine stores. If you still look at it today, because they could sell beer and wine in the county, but they couldn't sell liquor.
Renee Coppers says, "What's up?"
What's up, Renee?
Tamika Bosa says, "Hey, fellas,
what's up, ladies?"
I'm here, Renee. I'm in the same place as them. I'm just sitting on the other side of the room.
Yeah, he's got his own booth.
I'm over here.
He's over here double teaming.
He's like, I can't fuck with you guys like that. I need my own camera.
That's his 6 feet. He's his 6 feet. He's over there social distancing.
I'm social distancing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay 6 feet away. Do what we do. Hey, I got something I wanted to ask. I know you guys aren't prepared for this, but it just crossed my mind.
Prepared.
Hey, we haven't talked in a while. Delvin, you know I want to hear what you think. I want to hear what all you guys think. What's your name? Shakari Richardson, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Is it too late for me to bring her up real quick? Just a side note?
Nah, fuck it.
Okay, so I noticed like when she came in last place, there were people getting mad that she was getting roasted, right? Did you guys see that first?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
Like people like, hey, you shouldn't talk about her.
No. So that's not the issue.
Right.
So if you talk about her finishing last, talk about her finishing last like you would any other athlete who finished last, right? The issue, my only issue was people were clowning her and who she was as a person when a month ago you were celebrating the chick.
Yeah, see,
if you're gonna be one way, be one way. Don't celebrate her for what she did and then you clown her because she finished last. When obviously,
right. If you rock with her, rock with her.
In the first place, that I felt like
when
she smoked weed, got suspended, and we got mad.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody was like, they were calling her the queen, and she should have done this, and she would have won this, and blah, blah.
I think we gave her credit before she
now look, like, here's what I want to know, because I don't know the answer to this. That month she was suspended, was she training any, or can you not train?
First of all, understand that she was never suspended. She just couldn't go to the Olympics because she failed Olympics drug test.
Right.
So the thing is, did she? We don't know. It looks like obviously she wasn't training as much.
This is my thing. Whether she trained or not, I guarantee you that track meet was already scheduled.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Oh, no,
you didn't train. You didn't train.
I mean, that was Prefontaine. Prefontaine is there like we know what Prefontaine is.
I've heard somebody put the theory out there that she knew she couldn't beat these Jamaican chicks, so she did the whole weed thing and got in trouble. I mean, it's some black helicopter territory shit. But I'm just telling you that's out there.
The only reason I think that
Ramona, you're right. We do need Smile and Puff cups. It's just so. What's in the cups? You're asking. I have a little ladies man Cavassier.
Yeah,
and then,
little Cavassier.
And these other so the dark skinned dudes over here got the Cavassier.
That's racist.
And these other dudes over here got tequila.
I got tequila.
Oh, you running dark skinned dudes? My bad.
In the room.
Hey,
but this is what I wanted to ask because I think there's some slight sexism going on here, and I'm going to tell you guys why. But not sexism like you think, because I did see a lot of people getting mad because Shakari Richardson lost, and people like clowned her for losing. Like you came in last, the Jamaican swept you. Like when Nicki Minaj said she got swept. But my question was, why wasn't nobody mad when Nate Robinson was getting roasted after he talked shit, got his ass whooped?
Because nobody came to celebrate, and like a month before Nate Robinson got his ass rocked, like nobody was saying he got rocked.
But you see how we can say that with no problem.
Because they weren't using her as damn near a demigod the month before for weed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this: did it? The fact that she was talking shit make it worse?
Yes.
Had she said,
But
you know
Nate
what?
Robinson was talking shit, Delvin.
But I'm just saying, had she said, you know what? The better woman won.
Oh,
Congratulations,
yeah.
queen.
What did she say? She said,
But there's a lot of
she
shit
said,
talking.
I got a lot of work to go. I got
No, she
do
said,
this.
I'm still a sixth fastest
Miles.
motherfucker, and y'all can't take that from me. And
But she wasn't
whoop,
talking shit about the runners.
Miles
She
is
was
talking
shit
about the
people
interview
talking shit
after
to her.
the interview.
I'm talking about the shit though. The one she talking shit about. She talking shit to people clowning her. Yeah, of course she like. Look, I'm still the 9th fastest motherfucker in the world, and you're talking shit from your couch, and you can't run to the fucking refrigerator. Like,
I mean, it's even a way to do that too. I remember one.
Now, I will say this though. Can I say this about Shakari?
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
You want to be on by? I understand this about Shakari. And a lot of athletes are lucky enough to get people to teach them how to talk in front of. She's obviously not that articulate. I'll give her that. She's not that articulate.
She should fire her publicist if she don't have one.
She definitely should fire a publicist. She definitely should hire somebody to run her social media. She definitely needs someone.
It don't matter. She would have to listen. When people say what people should do, it don't matter.
So you throwing the camera in front of a 21-year-old chick fresh out of Oak Cliff, like, and I get it.
Yeah, she gonna get clowned. Like that's
she
know what she's saying.
Even
is
what
ignorant.
she said about whatchamacallit, I agree with. Well, I don't know if I agree with it. I know where it's coming from. What she said about what's old girl who had the comment about her, the other runner, Allison Felix. So Allison Felix said, you know, actually gave her compliments about it. She said on TV, she didn't give it to her. She gave it in an interview,
right?
And she said, "Yeah, it's fake because he didn't tell me about it."
But that's I notice a lot of Okay, we live in a culture to where like. I feel like a lot of younger people now are pumped up to feel like they're entitled to something that they not.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel that happened with Shakari Richardson too. Like you guys said, she almost became like a demigod. For what? For violating a rule that's a rule that is governed by a world body
that everybody knows,
and everybody gets the same punishment. And we mad because she broke the rule that she knew she broke. So then we exalted her for that, and it made her think like, "Damn, I could do whatever I want." And now it's gonna, of course, it's gonna be confusing, right? Because we exalted her, and now
we
people
raised
are
her
like,
so high,
and now people are like, "Well, what that? Why you?" But in the same thing in sports or whatever it is, if any of us talk a whole bunch of shit and we face plant,
period,
what's gonna happen?
Period.
Yeah, but look,
but you know, the shit talk didn't come until she was exalted by the same people that hit her.
Because look, Muhammad Ali talked trash shit.
Hold on, talk.
And if
he
didn't
even know who the fuck she was until she ran that one time.
That's true.
2 days before
I never heard.
That's true, but she's talking shit.
But look, here's the thing: the talking shit is fine, but you got to win too. Had Muhammad Ali talked all that shit and getting his ass, he would have got fried too.
He did lose though. Muhammad Ali wasn't undefeated.
But it was way different.
But he won way more than he lost.
98%.
He won way more than she lost.
It'd be like him getting knocked out in the first round.
I mean, he came in dead last. Like dead last. Like,
so he got it, getting knocked out, dead last. He's about to
dead last.
When has Ali got knocked out though?
When did he get? Okay, compare. It'd be like him getting knocked out in the first round in the first 10 seconds. Like. This is how bad it was. No, it's not. There's also humility in loss.
And on top of that was her first professional race. So when you make that step up, that's like, you know what I'm saying, you make that step up.
Who went easy on Kobe when he airballed that 3-pointer in the corner in the playoffs?
But
he wasn't talking shit. Who went easy on
him? Here's the deal though. He had a chance to redeem himself and love it. Nobody talks. I don't remember people.
She could have redeemed herself. She
has time. Niggas only 2 weeks ago. She can. Like, we clowning this shit like it's just.
No, we're not clowning her.
Shit, don't get clowned.
We're clowning the actions that happen. Like, you can't talk shit and then underperform and think nobody gonna say nothing. You put it out there.
But they went from whatever you want to call it, pushing this chick up to like clowning. It's two
I agree. That's kind of that's a mixed signal. People. It's the exact same people. That's fucked up. If you rock with her, rock with her.
Right.
Well,
and you hold your L. Don't act like you don't know her.
Like if you're fans of Kobe or Jordan or Shaq,
you're saying
or
just
LeBron,
be consistent.
Just be consistent. Yeah.
Like if you favor LeBron or Shaq or them and you hey, they the killer, then they lose, you turn around and clown them. Yeah. They lost the championship that 1 year, and then when they get back on top, now you back to saying that they the dope. That's some whole shit. Like if you a fan, be a fan. If you gonna rock with her, rock with it. If you not. That's my thing.
It's the whole shit for me.
Yeah.
So I'm with Mr. Miles on
the
that.
whole shit,
It's
bro.
the
Like,
whole
that's-
shit. Well, I had to bring that up real quick.
Nah,
It
we
crossed
good.
my mind.
No, that's a good
But
point.
since we stand in sports, let's start. Since we in sports,
Since we
I
on
do
enough
think there's some
sports.
sexism though going on.
there may be.
I don't doubt that. I
You
don't
know
doubt
what
that.
it is? Not any
It's
sexism
pro-women
involved?
sexism. What?
When it comes down to you having babies or a baby, first of all, you marrying and having baby by the chick that told the world this is the game plan to getting rich.
She gargled Shaq.
How to get the
See
bag.
what?
I don't know about that one. I didn't hear that one, but I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I didn't hear that one. So PJ
She
Washington,
gargled Shaq.
who's 23 years
Yes,
old, he
pretty
plays
much.
for the Charlotte Hornets, right? He met, dated, fell in love with, married, and had a baby by.
And he married her.
He did marry. They were married.
No, they weren't.
Check it out.
He married her.
She filed for divorce 2
Somebody
weeks after she had the baby.
hit the Google machine.
She
I'll
filed for
hit it
divorce.
right now.
Yeah, I didn't know she was married.
They were married before they got
And
pregnant.
if you can't pull up find the YouTube video where she was like basically like athletes are dumb and
Right.
all that. She's well documented,
dated-
well
I
known.
seen that. I saw that.
She's dated. She dated many. Her
Celebrity.
starting 5 of guys probably could make an all-star team.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Like,
Yeah, I mean we're going to the playoffs.
like we're never gonna make the playoffs,
Bad.
That was some
especially in the
Yeah.
West. Like we're gonna make the playoffs.
She was doing some world class
And
hoeing.
yeah, no stuff. Like she tried to get Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick,
Not average
She
at
outed
best.
Colin Kaepernick because Colin Kaepernick told him, "DM, you could come, but I'm not buying your plane ticket." Right.
Some real players.
So the whole
Real players.
And
Shit.
then
I gotta
so
give it to him on
He
that.
got married, had the baby. She filed for divorce 2 weeks
2
after the
weeks.
baby born. So it wasn't that she filed for child support. She filed for divorce.
the stitches are still
And that's
healing.
what they, and I don't know about that 200. I still don't believe $200,000 number. That's more money than he makes a month. So I don't believe that number.
Okay, he's
So-
going to the audio, folks.
The rumor is that he got to pay $200,000 a month,
Hold on.
which I don't believe.
Hold
That's
on,
more
I'm
than
gonna
he
bring
makes
it
a
on
month.
the screen.
But it's
Keep
something
going.
crazy high.
Okay,
right?
we have footage. We have documented footage of what he nutted in. So this video's like 3 years old. So it's not like he didn't know about this. And if he did know about this, he needs to get
Brittany-
new
Brittany-
your people around
Brittany
you
Renner
hate your
divorced.
They
guts. They
always
don't like
fucking
you.
act like
Brittany Renner divorced.
surprised when the shit happened to
Right.
him.
Brittany Renner divorced PJ Washington 2 weeks after having this baby.
Yeah.
Stitches are
Don't-
still healing.
Why are you
Stitches
acting
still
surprised?
healing.
My question is, why the surprise face?
Hey,
You knew what you was getting involved in.
He didn't. He was finessed.
I mean,
I'm a-
How the fuck is he? If I knew how he didn't know. If you knew how he didn't know.
It's the,
Hey.
Nah. If you knew how he didn't know.
Put that cool pussy on it.
game within 10 feet of that bitch.
We ain't came with 10 states of that
10
shit.
states of
And we knew not that there was things about it.
Hey,
How you didn't know?
we probably can say that because we haven't came that close
No,
to it.
but look,
Hold on.
go ahead,
Let me play it. Let's play it.
All right.
Experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
And then he marries and
Play that again for the people in the back.
Run it back with the people in the back.
Experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
wow. I mean, what else to fucking say?
It's not my words,
What
folks.
else, what else is there to say?
Ah,
There's
yeah.
nothing else to say, man.
And he married her with
Yeah,
that
the
being
fucking-
on the
he's the
World
fucking-
Wide Web.
Look,
had the baby, and 2 weeks after the baby was here, filed for divorce.
He's
But
in
look.
Rob Kardashian's club.
Oh
here,
man.
yeah, he's in the Rob Kardashian club. Because look, if you didn't know about this, your people that fuck with you, they don't like you.
They
Because
don't
they
care
should have said,
about you.
they said, "Hey, Miles, look,
He
I
should request a trade.
wouldn't do that shit if I was you."
There's 11 other dudes that wear Charlotte Hornets uniforms that he should not be
I
cool
mean,
with.
you feel what I'm saying? If you see your man doing something like that, hey man, look, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. You know,
Matter of
you
fact-
you might want to watch his YouTube video.
Yeah, we definitely. You like
We
definitely.
showed it. They seen
Now-
it. It was on the screen.
Now
Well,
look,
that
again,
wasn't her talking.
this is why I get back to what I've always been saying: money and game are not the same thing.
Oh hell no.
If you got a lot of money, but you're still a cornball.
No, and fame and game is different
Extreme
too.
cornball.
Yeah, fame and
Fame,
game.
game, money. Those ride in the same car.
But let's be honest.
A
like
lot
mo-
of people think because they got money, they got game
No, not
because
at
they
all.
get women.
But
It's
actually-
your money that got the game, homie.
She's like, oh, PJ, you so
Especially-
cute. You know, I bet she was doing all of that shit. I never had it this good, PJ. Nut in me. And he did it.
And
Miles.
especially with athletes, professional athletes. like most if you look nowadays, most professional athletes can't even talk, so let alone have a game. Most dudes can't even hold a conversation.
I was just about to say that. That's what I was calling you.
Yeah, like they really can't because they've never been held accountable to having to be social, or have to talk their way through anything, negotiate, do work in school. Like most of them have been just, handed everything, so they don't have to do anything. LaMelo Ball can't talk. Listen, he can't talk, but he's smart, but he can't talk, right? So a lot of people just can't, and so therefore they've never had to have enough. I don't want to call it game, but whatever it takes to get a girl,
skills.
like people skills to go get a girl and keep her and keep their interest. They've never had that. It's always been like, yeah, I'm such and such, this and that.
That's what I was going to say.
I play for such and such.
A lot of athletes are very socially awkward.
Extremely.
They've always gotten everything they wanted, and then they never really had to fend for themselves, even
takes
when
them
it
a while
comes to getting women.
You know who's extremely socially awkward until they were a couple years in the league? People don't realize this because you never know about it now, but like Shaq was extremely socially awkward. LSU. And when he first got into the league, like he would go to parties and sit in the corner in the back. Like he couldn't deal with people. But he just realized he had to, so he had to learn.
A lot of them, they stay socially awkward. I would say he probably still is.
He probably is. Yeah,
they learn how to train. They train to talk and speak in public, but like a lot of their interactions, like when people like, that motherfucker was weird.
A lot of them are extremely weird.
And look, they've never had to be normal.
They fucking Ricky Williams standing in the rain and shit.
And here's my question.
Hey, man.
Even if you did, a lot of the guys, PJ Washington age in his position, even if you did tell them about this, would they even listen? That's the question.
No.
They're not gonna listen, man.
Most professional athletes really believe, and no matter, not just in what they do, but they believe because they've been so successful what they're doing that they know how to do everything else. So therefore, how you gonna?
So they think they're too big to fail.
It matters their upbringing and who they got around them. There's a lot of variables to that. I don't think that's such like a blanket answer.
A lot of them operate across. I mean, they really do.
I think.
You would know better than any of us. So
I think your circle is very important in that situation.
You think his circle failed him?
I think they failed him.
Obviously, but he failed himself. With
somebody said, "She is not for you," but you never. But he might have wanted it. I'm sure somebody was like, "Hey."
Too, though. We've all
because there is always, believe you me, and that person always get overshadowed in the conversation. But there's always somebody like, "Nah, I wouldn't do it." And this is what normally happens. Whenever you see like two people relationships getting strained, a lot of the time is because somebody telling them you're doing wrong and they don't want to hear it. That's the person that's telling them.
Right.
That be the person that's telling them. And they don't want to hear that shit. So there'll be people, but if you don't listen, like you was talking about, we'll get to that later. But if you don't listen, man, that's frustrating trying to make somebody listen that don't listen, especially that feel like they got everything. And then they have everybody agreeing with them as they're falling. They don't even know they're falling.
Right. You know, Mark used to always say you can't compete with the sheets. So that's just a hard argument to have.
Yeah,
like, it's hard for you to listen to me when you got
or the cheeks. I mean, it's hard. I mean,
have you seen her
cheeks? I mean,
little mama giving you all that work.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, nah, dog, don't do it no more. You like, yeah. Yo, I love this chick, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
I love Harpo.
This damn tequila over here is
God damn,
kicking.
That's good. That's good.
I ain't even got to it yet. I'm getting some tequila after I get to this Kvass.
And here's the thing too, and maybe it's because we're a little older. Maybe because we're a little older. And have you guys seen this trend with athletes? Like they are wifing up, marrying, getting pregnant, well-known and documented thoughts and OnlyFans models. I mean,
but it's not.
I mean, I'm not saying that
been doing it.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Superhead is married, ain't she?
She got married.
I'm square too.
Jasmine Cashmere.
I'm sure. Yeah,
she married a minister.
He's a lucky man. I mean,
she married a minister. I ain't gonna lie.
She married a man.
It's one thing. She married a minister. It's one thing if, like, nobody knows that, she's doing X, Y, and Z. I mean, everybody's, girls got a pass. That's not the issue. But this is well known, well documented. We just played the video. She wrote a book, so it's not like you can't plead ignorance on any level.
What do you say to the people that everything you just said is accurate, but what do you say to the ladies? Mostly they'll throw this defense out there. Even Suge Avery needs somebody.
Here's the difference. But here's the difference, though.
So what do you say to that? Everybody can change.
The difference is it's not about the change. It's not about you were with a lot of dudes, now I'm with you, and that's one thing. She has stayed, like if he'd have fell in love with her, she'd been a bunch of dudes, they got divorced, it didn't happen, moved on, cool. She freaking said, this is how you get the dollar. Go get pregnant by a dumb athlete. And then they, you know what I'm saying?
I've been insulted that she called me dumb and then proved that shit.
Then improved it. It's not about what you did in your past. I don't care so much about what you did in your past. Right. It's about the intentions you have with me, and you have shown your intentions is this is about $1. So now I got to kind of watch that.
Yeah, she basically said, athletes are dumb, hold my beer.
Now look.
And she proved it.
And proved the shit right.
Hey, I'm with everybody else. I'm just saying, on the counter argument is always going to be.
And this is what I'm talking about, your counter argument. Right. They can say, yeah, well, she did whatever and Sugar Avery did whatever. That's fine. We're not talking about your past history and how many people you had sex with and how many people you did whatever you did.
We're talking about right now.
We're talking about the intention of getting $1 for the baby.
Simply be, as much shit as we talking, she might have that spectacular wham that had you buckling your knees and forgetting shit.
You don't have to marry her, though.
I'm not saying.
You don't have to get a baby, though.
I agree, but for some reason, some things make people become totally blind. Superhead is married, right?
Superhead had.
She used to outcatch. We see
but
people.
There's a difference. There's a difference between Superhead and this chick, though, Tyrone. Superhead didn't come out and say.
I think she's met just he's like a regular guy, right?
Here's the deal.
She wrote
She wrote two books. We're not talking about the promiscuous status. Yeah, their promiscuous status is the same. Superhead had the baby by what's his face before anybody knew who Superhead was. That's her first dude, right? By Cool G Rap. She said, you want a baby and get money, go get an athlete, they don't wear condoms. And she went and got an athlete, got condoms, forgot the condoms, got the baby and had the money. It's not about the real time. It's not about the promiscuous, it's about the using him for his money. That's the issue.
Now look.
Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good?
Now look,
no good.
No good.
Look, I gotta give her props on one point. I gotta give her credit for one thing.
You gotta give her credit for everything. Everything she said, she proved right.
She gave him up.
No, this is the biggest thing. She never misrepresented herself.
Ever.
This is completely 100.
That's why.
This is completely 100% on PJ Washington.
That's why he is
the sucker of the year.
She said it. She said, you know what? She said, you want to get some money? Become friends with Delvin. He'll invite you to the house. He keeps the money on the bar and put it to the world, right? And then I became friends with Delvin. Delvin, let's go to the crib. All right, let's go to the crib. And then you'll get mad at me for taking the money on the bar. I just told the world what I'm going to do.
I can't believe you stole from me. The nerve of you.
You know that's what's amazing.
That's the amazing part. Like, that is, she deserves 10 awards for convincing that motherfucker.
I bet he'll never do that shit again.
It wasn't hard, though.
You know what? This makes me think about a whole lot of shit.
It didn't even take long. The minute I found out they were dating, I'm like, oh, this shit ain't gonna end well.
We talked about it.
We talked about this before.
What make them fall for that one? Because it's like a lot of these guys are having to where they can have, I wouldn't say every woman, but they got a plethora of women.
I'll tell you, look, Brittany Renner.
They don't have a plethora as much as you think.
Look, Brittany Renner.
No,
he's right. Miles is right. Keep going in on this.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Nah, go ahead, try.
I think that's
granted, they can meet a plethora of women like you talk about. A lot of women throw themselves around and get a night and have fun and all that shit, right? It takes we talked the other night. It takes a certain woman to want to be around and accept the lifestyle as your wife, as your mate every day.
Oh, as your wife.
As your mate every day, somebody you'll be with every day and know how to play the role well enough to where you accept it. Most regular women most women who aren't in that circle, right, aren't going to be okay with a lot of the shit that comes along with being the wife of a 23-year-old NBA basketball player. She knows how to play that role well enough where you think she's okay with it to get what she wants.
Is that what she did? She pretty much came out and
That's what I'm
pretty much
saying.
said that's not what she's gonna do. She was
but
just have sex with an athlete.
In the midst of saying that, obviously there was some parts of the relationship that convinced him that she would.
Hey, bro,
right?
there's no parts that you could convince me after saying
we're not
that.
talking about you. We obviously not talking about you.
But
so what I'm saying is there are certain women, and the thing is you date the same
Jay,
circles.
your face is killing me right now.
Because you date the same circles of women, they know how to hover.
I just don't believe. Like I can't gather my mind around like dating a chick that I know that
well known.
She knows she trying to dog you out.
And,
like you know it,
and you literally, because the face you saw was me visualizing this
Dating,
nigga going to see Brittany Renner.
Look, I know how this shit happened, Jay.
Not wearing condoms deliberately.
Look, Jay, he married her.
Fuck it.
No, he was married before that.
Look,
they
Jay,
were
Hey,
married.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
I know. I know what it
I
is.
know, but what I'm saying is he's going in
Delvin,
that raw
I
dog.
know the answer.
Purposely.
Okay, what's the
Well, he
answer?
married her, so once you marry
You know
somebody,
what it
raw
is,
dog is a
Jay?
thing.
He's got the answer. What is
Jay,
it?
it's like what you tell a woman. I think I can change her.
He
I'm
thought he could
special.
change her.
I'm special.
That's it.
She's gonna stop
That's it.
fucking
She
around
convinced
for
him.
me.
She convinced him he was
That's it.
special and he was different.
That's it.
And he believed that shit.
And let's not forget that she's 6 years older than this dude.
And she's six, so she got
and he
6
believed
years
he was special.
of finessing guys
Hence what I
way
was saying.
richer and
So-
way smarter than
Thank
him.
you. So here's what I'm saying.
She's played better.
So
I
she
mean,
played better.
So that goes back to my point, Tyrone.
That's it.
Few women know how to operate like that. So that makes him feel good about it. He's like, oh yeah, I'm comfortable with this shit. Like all the women we see running up to him in bars and clubs and stuff, they're not gonna go along with the life for the long haul. They may have a night, a weekend, or whatever, but they're not going with the life for the long haul. She convinced him she could do life for the long haul because she know what her goal was.
Hey,
But
And
she,
look,
she
check- and
even
look.
knew she couldn't do it.
Yeah, and look, check this
She
out.
didn't want to do it. She could do it. She didn't want to do it. She wanted to get exactly what she got.
And look, check this out.
should name that son Check.
Again, she knew that
Check
she
Washington.
had no intention on staying with this guy long term. 2 weeks. Like I said, the stitches hadn't healed. 2 weeks.
oh,
She
man.
barely at home.
So
Am
look,
I wrong for laughing at him?
Grandma
I'm
ain't even
just
clued
saying.
in yet.
No.
Yeah, look, I mean, just have we, this is fucking nuts. Look, here's the thing. 23, he just getting his career started. Even in college, Brittany Renner's been out for a while, so he's probably had a
Under
crush
Brittany's
on
been-
her for
That
a
too.
hot minute. And
Here
coming
it is.
out,
She got some
Here's the
miles
reason
on
that
her.
he should have known.
coming
what she
out
said.
of high school, coming out of college, he's never had access to women. I mean, she's bad as fuck. I mean, we can't take that from her.
No, she
He's
Can't do that.
He's
bad as fuck.
And
never
a lot
had-
of bad women in Kentucky.
Yeah, and the Kentucky is not known for its baddies. And he's never had
not white,
access
though.
to
That's
women.
why.
Yeah, he's never had access to women that look like that.
Yeah.
So he got caught up.
little vulnerable. Don't know
He was
that.
vulnerable.
So
she
that-
was probably riding him into the sunset and said,
Oh, she rode him
PJ,
into
what
the-
are
into
we?
the
You know, they hit
sunrise.
you with that, what
What
are
are
we?
we?
She,
You know,
She rode him
are
into the
we,
sunrise.
PJ?
Like sunset. So let me ask you this: what's worse, 23, brand new, not knowing, catching it, or 33 years later, your wife bounces, she go catch the dude from down the street that she used to be in high school, college with, gets worth $20 million when you worth $7.
Sounds
6.
like you got somebody in mind already.
Who's worth $20 million?
Sonya Curry's new boyfriend.
white Zad.
Yeah, he's a real estate mogul in Tennessee.
I didn't know that.
But is it the money for her?
I don't think it's
hold
money
on.
at all.
I think. Whoa! I don't think it's money like this type of money, but I think it's. I'm used to a lifestyle that I'm like. I don't want to
I mean,
live.
that's of
I don't want
course.
to leave. Right.
I mean, she's not.
but even more than the money, going back to the point, they went to college together. They were friends.
Yeah,
in college.
all three of them knew each other.
All three knew each other in college. So this
oh,
is
that's
new.
that dirty game
So,
right
but
there.
when it came out, so
We talked about Dirty Macking.
Dirty Mac.
so they accuse both. They have both accused each other of cheating throughout their marriage.
And
They have
that's probably true.
And that's probably true. Like Dale's probably done a ton of dirt since he's been out the
Yeah.
NBA, and
Right.
she's probably been because I don't think she's been out cheating like Dale. Like I'm gonna catch random chicks because Dale also. people
How
like,
you know? Why you?
I mean,
why
she
you
probably
doing that?
because women cheat different. Women cheat different
You
than
don't
guys.
know
The
she
on-
could be out there giving it up.
Look,
She-
Miles,
she-
Miles is right. The only reason we know about this particular incident is because she doesn't care if we know.
Exactly.
That's the
Women-
only fucking
think
reason
so?
we know.
No,
I
don't
know
tell you,
so.
don't tell you how I know so. Because she's been living with him for a year, and we just found out last week.
Look.
That's how I know so.
Wait. So that just means that's when
They've been-
everybody let it out to the public, wasn't it?
No.
Dale got mad and let it out.
He got mailed.
No,
so,
but
look,
even-
they've
even-
been separated for a year, and once the divorce paper got final, Dale said it.
Yeah.
So
but look,
therefore, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. They have it didn't get out. Women cheat different. Men cheat at whatever's.
Man, it's 2021. These females out here just doing it dirt dog just like
they
the men.
do dirt, but they not out there running randoms. Have it, bro.
Shit changing.
They're not out there just running every round they can find. Dale still work for the Charlotte Hornets. See, people don't realize Dale is still on the Charlotte Hornets broadcast, so he travels with them to every game. So Dale is still on the NBA road trip all the time. He does their games. So it's not like Dale stopped being an NBA schedule around NBA chicks. Dale still is a part of that lifestyle. So he's probably catching randoms the whole time, as opposed to her.
But we saying, has anybody said Dale? Look,
she said Dale was out cheating. She
well,
said
I don't care what she said. Damn it, black men don't cheat.
Hey, bro.
Hashtag.
I don't give a damn what she said.
Shout out Carlos Miller. So,
even by the time Dale found out, the only reason Dale found out is because she didn't care if he found out.
Whether he found out 15 years ago or last week.
So y'all don't think he just found out on the humbug?
No,
he might have found out on the humbug, but it's only because she let him find out. Only because she stopped giving a fuck.
You're contagious.
No, she was like, I'm going to leave some breadcrumbs because I want out.
If you find out your woman cheating, she just don't give a fuck. Women are not that sloppy.
She don't care if you know.
I don't know, man. I done seen some women getting caught lately that just got sloppy.
Because they don't give a fuck.
I think that happened with men too, though.
Nah, we suck at it.
No, we're not.
We generally suck at it.
But I think what sucks is you get comfortable because you don't really care as much.
Now look, I think Dale don't really have a lot of room to complain. Like I said, look, man, you got her when she was 19. She was probably a virgin, fresh out the lot. Still got the new car.
Did you just say fresh out the lot?
Still got the new car smell.
Hey.
I mean, she might have had one body, maybe.
Hey, folks, that's the expert.
I'm
He
coming
said
away from this
fresh
microphone at this point. Women talk to Dale. Women talk to Delvin.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not comparing you to a Cadillac. Delvin is.
You remind me of my Jeep. Oh shit, I can't sing that.
Let's not talk about R. Kelly right now.
Yeah, he got a whole other.
Man, they got Kels going through it.
So
he
look,
already got 5 lives in jail.
So look, you had her for 30, 35 years, man. You got her 19 years old, man, fresh off the lot, man. 0 miles. You're gonna have to just be okay with that. You got her in her prime,
fresh off the lot, 0 miles.
Hey.
I mean, and she came with an AC.
Yeah, look. If dude wanna take her now after you done had her for 35 years, fuck it.
You said 1990 when they got together.
I don't know. We might be downplaying, not downplaying, up fucking. I don't think Dale gives a fuck.
I don't think he does either. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole thing of what I'm saying.
So when they were showing up to games together,
I got when she was 19. Go ahead.
So when they were showing up to the games together and all that, that was just something for people to see.
No, not necessarily, because that was all pre-COVID shit. This has only been a year that she's been living with him.
I know, but so that's what. So you think all this shit happened in a year?
No. She's been living with him a year. I think she's been with him.
To go live with a cat and live with him for a year.
Yeah. So
they planning that. That's what I'm saying. They planning that
I agree
for a while.
So
they might have been fooling around.
No, they've been fooling around for a lot longer.
Trying to practice his 3-pointers, and you know what I'm saying. Say, let me go home real quick. And see a blonde nut hair in his soap or some shit.
Oh my god! Did he just say that?
Yeah, I did.
And
We're just trying to make it like Dale was just like the worst guy in the world. And,
you say a blonde nut hair.
Yeah, you don't know.
So I had trouble with my reading, but my math is fine. How long were you fucking this nigga?
You see what I'm saying?
Look, personally,
now you see what I'm saying, Jay.
And you gotta tell me what you think. Personally, I think because she got married when she was, like 19 or 20.
They've been together since college, whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
I think some of it too. We just know about this guy. I think she never had her whole phase, and I think she low key want to get back out in the streets.
Man, I don't think.
And look, everybody, Steph is like, Steph and Aisha was want to side with the mom.
Hey, I'm like, hey, gonna take Mama's side. Mama might have been shooting in the gym for a long time.
There's not a whole lot of streets in Tennessee, which is where she lives.
Hey, look. I'm like, Steph,
she's in Tennessee with this dude.
I'm like, hey, Steph, you might want to shut the fuck up, man. You next.
Hey,
Aisha better not. Aisha. Listen, I know you're not watching, but if you would have watched, I'm here to tell you from all the brothers across the country, you're not going to do better than Steph. Dale was worth about $7 million. Steph just signed a $215 million deal, and there's not another $200 million dude that's bringing Aisha Curry home.
But you making it all about money. Why we always have these conversations and they boil down to money? What if she wants somebody to pull her hair and just beat her up bad from the back? What if that's what she really, really wants? She don't need no more money.
She wants Cavassier and random dick.
What if she wants somebody to come in and say, where my pork chop at? Who know what she want? Why is it always
It's,
You know what?
it's
You're
probably
right.
the
Network.
fourth time.
Aisha Curry.
She know no
by
good.
By time that time come, Tyrone be divorced. Give him a call.
No, I ain't. I'm just saying. Why do we always just
You're right, bro. I
automatically?
apologize.
Tyrone, you feel what
I'm
I'm
talking
saying?
about
We always
lifestyles.
put it just straight to
Because none of
Steph
these
is worth this
because
much.
none of these women have gone to women to dudes that changed their lifestyle dropped.
They lifestyle drop, but they might
No,
come
they did
more.
not
You
drop.
never know. You
Nobody-
don't know what somebody looking for in life.
You're right, but I don't know. I'm not
Hey,
part of their
fuck
sex
Jeff
life.
Bezos' wife married a fucking math teacher.
My point.
But she got $87 billion. Who the fuck was she gonna marry?
And Steph Curry,
There is no one. Who the fuck she gonna go to?
Jay,
She the richest man
You
in
know
the
the equation to that coochie.
She
He a mathematician.
she divorced the richest man in the
For a
world.
nigga making 50 grand. Come on,
But
dog.
she got, listen,
That's
what I'm
my
telling
point.
She
You
got
can't say what
$87
somebody
billion.
wants.
She's a rich
Exactly,
man.
exactly.
You
Say
can
what
target a
somebody
nigga with a
want.
mill, nigga.
Why? It don't matter. It don't matter.
I mean, to
What
Miles'
you do?
point, at that point, that's chump change. Like, here, baby, I'm gonna put my
put
million
my-
with your
Can I
87
pay the light
billion,
bill?
Right.
so I can keep the lights
I
on.
don't even know the nigga she married.
It didn't change her
But I want to
lifestyle.
up to it, down to it, to
Up
that
to it,
motherfucker.
down to it.
Because
I'm talking about
that nigga
lifestyle.
was making 50 grand.
Here's the
Tyrone,
deal.
like,
And now he
here,
blowing out
baby,
the
I'm gonna
back.
put my million with
No,
your
no,
no,
87
he's-
billion.
He came up. What I'm saying is,
Because I want to do my part.
Jeff Bezos' life. When Jeff Bezos' wife left Jeff
I wanna
Bezos, her
pull my
lifestyle
weight.
didn't change.
Oh, my way.
Sonya, if Sonya Curry go to 50 grand, her lifestyle changes. Jeff Bezos' wife goes to whoever she goes to. She took home
Say man,
$87 billion.
hold
Her life don't
on.
change.
Her life might not change. Would you say her son just got a contract for? Huh?
215
Come
mil.
on, man. She all right.
She
She
don't
be
have
all right.
unlimited access to that money.
Bullshit.
Come on, that's his mama. You
Sonya
done
don't
lost
have
your
unlimited
mind.
access.
Bullshit.
You done lost your mind.
If I had $250 million,
My mama get whatever
my
she
mama do
want.
whatever the
I
fuck
don't care what
want,
she do.
But she got access to the
I don't care what she do. She
Yeah.
got it.
Just help yourself, mama.
Like $215 million.
I ain't even. You got it, mama. Whatever you
the
want.
fuck she want to do.
And she been with Dale how long?
35
years.
Dale was shooting 3-pointers in the gym and she
When
was
they was getting
there.
paid 200 grand
Yeah.
in the contracts in the 90s, not 200 million.
Hey man, you got 2 sons in the NBA.
And they both-
Your husband's
they
made
both
money.
rich.
Let's talk about investments. They've been together for a long time.
look,
She might be all right.
I think they've got some daycares or something. They got actual businesses. And
Sonya
look,
don't
if-
need no man.
she
Yeah.
don't. That's why I said
want one.
she wants to get in the streets.
She want to be in love.
She
She
not in
went
the
got
street.
with the white
I
dude
ain't
that she
gotta
loved.
do.
She want to be in love.
She
All
They
she does
know-
be in the streets.
They know
she's
each other
not-
since college, right?
Yeah.
Since
look,
college.
She wanted to be with the
And
man she
she-
wanted to be with
From
forever.
the beginning,
Listen,
you're right. She
she
went
just
to
went and got
Tennessee
it.
with him.
She wanted to be entertained.
Look,
Y'all want to be entertained?
look. Here's the thing. This proves my rule. This whole thing with Sonya Curry proved my rule. Men like new pussy. Women like familiar dick. Show's
And there
over.
you have it.
Show's
And
over.
there you have
We'll
it.
see you guys later.
there you
That
have
was it.
There you have it.
Fuck all the other
So
subjects.
look.
It don't even matter.
Familiar spirits.
So look, that's when I go. That's why I always talk about beta male orbiters. This guy's been kind of hanging around. He probably started orbiting their relationship. He probably at some point started dirty Mac and just like, yeah, you know, they'll be cheating and shit. I told him don't do that, but you know, but I just thought you should know because you a good woman. He was probably doing some cornball, dirty Mac and shit like
Call
that.
me
Let
whatever
me
you
make a
need.
guess. I would guess he's the guy that she talked to on the phone every
Oh, no
now
doubt.
and then.
Yeah.
They stay in touch.
No
Oh,
doubt.
I'm just seeing how
Whenever-
you're doing.
whenever
This,
you
that, the
need me,
third.
girl.
Hey,
Whenever you need.
hey, what do you
Yeah.
say? I'm here if you need a shoulder to cry on. Here's the shoulder.
That's Miles, huh? That's the position you play.
Wait, hold on,
put Mr.
Jay.
Miles
Why
out
you
there
throw
like that?
Miles under the bus?
Don't do Mr. Miles
normally
like
it's Mr. Miles throwing people under the bus. Now you done threw
tried.
him under the bus.
He tried.
I thought you was better than that, Jay, but you're not.
Hey, shit.
He said, but you're not.
Hey, that's for the one of many fucking times he throw niggas under
I
the
give you
bus.
credit though. It was a good
On
one
the
though.
ear.
It was a
On
good
the
one.
ear.
You tried. It was a good one. I give you
I
credit.
mean, but Tyrone, would you say, in your estimation, there was a level of dirty macking that probably went on?
You want to know? I don't know, man. Sometimes the Macket is just so good. Maybe. As a man, you guys have, and we're going to talk about past lives, not current lives, to where there was that woman that you knew back in the day, and you're not even really trying to mess with her, but she just it's just something about you. And she gets married and everything, but still, how you doing and all that. She might have just been a hanger-runner. He
and she
might not
start
a
telling
dirty
you her
Mac.
problems. And,
See, I'm trying not to make the men the problem tonight.
no, I'm just asking. Is new Zaddy? Do you think he was Dirty Mac and Dell on the low? Just like
I don't
Dell,
think he had to.
You know, he be fucking.
I don't think he really had to, to
I
be
tell him
honest with you.
don't do that, but you know,
I don't think he really had to. All you do is just sit there and listen and just shut the fuck up. Be your friend and just shut the fuck up.
Bounce. That's what they you know what he did. You don't even want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck what he did.
So I always say, I tell this to guys. I tell this to people. If you're starting to talk to a girl who has a dude, not the dirty macking part, like exact opposite of dirty macking, is if you meet a girl and she's iffy with her dude, right?
Right.
We've all done that in our past. And like, don't ever mention his name.
never.
Because then
That's the rule.
Then you become the bitch. And she much rather stick with the bitch she know than the bitch she don't know.
Right.
Right?
Don't
So
ever
don't do the
Never
dirty
mention
Mac.
his
Don't ever
name.
mention his
Never
name.
talk about what the ex-boyfriend did. That ain't
Ever.
none of your business.
Nope.
And
Never.
you doing the same shit
Just
anyway.
be quiet, listen.
Listen.
I get it. All right, yeah. And then parlay into what you got to say. Like,
Right.
You are
And if she-
raising
and if she bring it up-
expectations.
And if she bring it up, tell her, look, I don't really feel comfortable talking about this shit.
That's none of my fucking business.
You shouldn't
no,
have to
no,
do that
no,
to
but
no,
I
get
don't want to
it.
give my opinion. Like, I don't want. Like,
That ain't really got nothing to do with me. I don't really want to give.
Look, I got a shoulder for you to cry on, and this one ain't it. So how you want to do this? I'm not here to be your emotional tampon.
I am not your
You say emotional tampon?
pet.
Emotional tampon. Don't do it.
Wow.
Okay, next topic. Hey, what do you guys, Jay? You had something about some fiance manipulating the financial request.
Yeah.
we want to say that for last women like that shit. But now we go with it right now.
Okay,
It's fine.
you want to save that? Y'all want to save that one? Y'all want
It
to
don't
to
matter.
Oh, he's it's in the
Okay,
it's
so
in the
let's
air
not
now.
I'm sorry,
Let's go to it.
my bad.
So I read an article. It was on MSN, and MSN always does good with these, relationship sectors. And
Where do
articles
y'all
and
be?
shit
Why
like that.
y'all be reading that
How the
shit?
fuck do you have time to
Man,
read
we're-
MSN's relationship section?
We're well.
Hey, Jay, you know I gotta read the relationship section
It pops
today.
Hold
up
on,
in my
baby.
Google feed from time
Get
to
my
time.
coffee in MSN relationship section.
It's like MSN,
in the metro
relationships,
section.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you
and
got-
look, honestly, it's like an anonymous letter. Like the person calls in, it's
You
anonymous.
real with this shit.
I'm
He
trying to do
says-
something with anonymous letters.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like it's really on some anonymous shit. Like he doesn't talk about the person that's having
Strawberry
an issue.
letter.
They don't say anything their names. They don't give up names. They just talk about the situation. And people respond to it. Like, what would you do? And you'll get them crazy ass comments. Oh man, you gotta kick that bitch to the curb. Like you get all kinds of shit. Well, in this situation, this couple had been planning a wedding. They had been together for 3 years. 3 years now. And
They were
they've
planning a wedding for 3 years.
No, they were together for 3 years.
Together 3 years. Okay.
And they were planning a wedding. This was their second big planning session.
Okay.
So they're finishing up the second planning session, and the fiance turns to him and she was like, "How do you feel about me being a stay-at-home wife?" So he laughs because he thinks she's joking.
Right. You got jokes.
And then when he realizes she's being serious, he gets super angry. He's like, I thought I married. I thought I found the woman that I want to be with for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I did all this. I waited, found the woman, and so forth. So now I don't want to be a one income household. I don't want to do that shit, especially the way inflation is today.
Right.
Who wants to be a one income household? Her reasoning was, you make way more money than me. He was like, well, you don't do.
That's why I need
though.
your help.
We need to quantify way more.
I have a couple.
That's why I need your help.
A couple points. So my first question to the three of y'all is, do you think she's been dropping hints of this shit throughout the relationship very subtly?
According to him, it never came up. He was completely blindsided.
Yeah, like that ain't my point. My point is, do you think, because as guys, we like women will say shit in passing that we don't necessarily pick up on sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially
it absolutely could have happened that way.
I think he might have missed
Today is the Men Do No Wrong on my side of the room episode today. So hell
I'm not saying
she just
he's wrong.
blindsided him like women do.
I'm not saying he was wrong.
Women will blind. Let me tell you something.
I'm
What
actually
Miles is saying is accurate sometimes, but what women
Women
will
will-
do a lot.
No, I
is
agree.
They will blindside you with shit, and they'll be like, "Well, you just supposed to figure it
No,
out."
that's very true. I've had when I was married, my ex-wife actually told me sometimes things change and you should know. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. My
So
tire
I'm not-
flat till it's going.
I'm not, so I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, I get that. But that wasn't my point was really about that point, was that I think she might have been dropping hints. It's not a negative to him. It was like if you really felt that way, it should have been more than dropping hints. You should have had that conversation earlier about what you really want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was asking. I wasn't saying
Right.
like knock him for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was saying the conversations just should have been had earlier.
Yeah.
On what she really felt.
Right.
And then also my other point was, do you think? And I know Devin's finna go in, so I'm gonna say this and walk off. No, I'm not gonna walk off, but do you think
Boy, like that.
it's possible for most married couples in America today, because I'm assuming that's in America, to be one income households?
Most no.
The facts don't. The facts
numbers.
do not
Like I know
back
you
that
know the numbers off the
possibility.
top of your head, like you do your own phone number. So I know.
You mean that
the stats. Like what's
most
the
married couples
percentage?
in
Like what's the
household-
percentage? What's the percentages of
I just
of
did
single
something about
income
this.
of men make enough money?
It's
with
drastically
a single
smaller than it used to be.
men make enough money to support a
50 years
household. Of course, it's dramatic. I'm not even. But today in 2021, like what's the percentage? You probably like of
Yeah, I
men
mean,
that could actually support a full household.
And it
by
depends, like
himself
you said, of course,
for
like
30 to
a
40
smaller,
years.
but in a major city like Houston,
Yes,
LA,
so,
Chicago.
I mean, I'm not talking
you
about
gotta-
Boogaloo, some Louisiana. Like,
Yeah,
let's
I
talk
mean,
about,
you
like,
gotta be
real,
making, you gotta be clearing probably
$150?
six figure, easy,
yeah, at least
easy,
at least to live comfortably.
to live
right?
comfortably, not
Right.
scraping by.
Right.
Yeah,
So that's just
Alright.
not a reality for most people.
Yeah.
And most men who can, they don't want to take the chance. Because you think about this, when you talk about marriage and you take the chance of, now I made 150 single. Let's just say it was 150. I made 150 single. I know what this life is like, and I know how to post out. But we talking about now adding you and children to it. It doesn't spread as far, right?
right.
And then the possibility this might not work out, which means you're gonna have to leave, and I'm gonna have to pay child support. I'm gonna have to pay, like, this is gonna drop even dramatically more.
Right.
Yeah,
I think it's a conversation that has to be had on whether like they want to live their life. Because I can honestly say,
yeah. This is not a
by the way, since
I left
you-
the toilet seat up, kind of.
Right.
You know.
There's another part to the conversation. So once he realized she was being truthful, she really wanted to do this shit. He was like, "We don't have any kids. You don't have any kids. I don't have any kids. So if we had kids,
That would be
that would be
one.
something to think about.
Yeah,
But I don't want a stay-at-home wife.
yeah. Because you can have,
I mean, like-
X number of kids
I
to where,
could
like,
get
it
her.
just makes financial sense for you
Right.
to stay home.
Right. And sometimes it does. If
Yeah.
you got kids, sometimes it does make financial sense for somebody to stay home. It could be the husband.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the husband that stays home. You
Yeah.
know, if the wife is a lawyer or a doctor or whatever.
Yeah, but to your point, we don't even have any kids.
We don't have any kids. We don't have any nothing. We're both professionals.
So she want to stay around and sleep all day while
She
you make
just
something.
basically wanted to fucking be a
Look.
stay-at-home wife.
15.5% of households
Period.
make $100,000 and over.
That's
Not
all
single family.
households.
So look,
That's
it's-
all households.
That's with
I'm
multiple
glad you
income.
brought that up. because
That's complete.
I'm glad you brought that up because what I was going to say was if you're in a top 3% income makers, that puts you like around 80,000.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
that's the top third of the
Right.
country. That's 80,000.
Now, granted, that
You know.
there is some wiggle room to that because there's not really too many people in the small towns making 80, 90 grand.
Yeah, this is-
But
yeah,
there's
it's
a
not
lot
a-
more people in the bigger towns making.
Yeah, this is just the
Yeah,
average.
we're just talking about average.
average
Yes.
across the
Yeah.
board.
We're just talking about
I get what
average.
you're
It's
saying.
like average. So I'm saying 80,000 as a person. As a household, the average top third is going to be like around 120. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's top third, 120. You know, so sometimes you be like, yeah, you know, fuck, we paying this, we paying that, we paying that. But really, when you break it down from a country perspective, you probably making more money than you probably thought. You
Right.
was making on the scale
compared
of how
compared
they judge it.
to
Yeah.
So,
how they judge the shit.
and I think we got to realize is like it's not always about how much you make, but it's how you're spending it.
It's how you spending it.
It's,
Yeah.
it's your, and I think we in general, and I'll be the first one to throw myself in this category. Don't have like we're not excellent financial
Gurus.
people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I'm not excellent at all. Like I'm barely decent, to be honest with you. But
Wait, the expert over there, you're not excellent, but there is excellence at the table over there.
There is excellence at the
There is
table,
some
yeah.
excellence at the table.
I said me personally.
I just wanted to reiterate.
I'm talking about as far as
Cheers, Devin.
financial planning. I'm not the best in
Yeah,
the world.
but to your point, that's a big thing. If you get somebody like,
Like,
hey, let's be
'cause
together.
the answer to
We
that
got to
is-
discuss how we want to lay this out as a
Right.
household.
Answer may be you're right. You
Because-
want to stay home and not work. You can stay home and not work, but we're not going to live in this house.
Yeah.
we're not going to drive that car.
Right.
We're
And
not, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be some. We're not going out to eat at Steak 48 ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got
and the house is gonna be spotless. The pork chops are gonna be ready. You are gonna be butt naked with heels on.
You're not gonna get fat.
You're not getting fat. You're gonna be at the gym 2
Whoa!
hours a day.
You're not allowed to say that, Jay.
I said,
Delvin and Jay
look,
said,
hey,
If you gonna be a stay-at-home wife, not mom,
wife, because you're
Wife.
not a mom.
uh-oh.
Your job,
different.
your job is to look
your
good.
job is to stay fucking in shape.
Yes. When you fill out
So-
fill out your W-2 form,
what
you
they're
say
saying is-
I stay in shape.
Well, what they're saying is, I'm going to clarify this for the people listening. What they're
Come on,
saying
people.
is, stay-at-home wife is a job, and there are some job requirements that go along with the job.
Absolutely.
So if I'm
It is
paying,
not you sleeping
if he's
till
paying
1.
if he's paying the wage of that job, then he also states the job requirements for that job. Is what you're saying?
Yes, the stay-at-home
All right, that's what they
wife
said.
has is a
Everybody has their
there's a
wife.
job description.
So the stay-at-home wife job is to not gain weight
To look good. You
Look
supposed
good.
to look good. Keep the house clean.
all the time. Whenever
Yep.
you get home, look good.
Not dressed up all the
I'm not
time. What
talking
they're
about
saying
dressed
is,
up. I'm saying
don't
you
let
just
yourself
look
go.
in
good.
shape.
Don't let yourself go.
On knocked up. Tight.
Keep
Just don't
keep
let
it
yourself
tight.
go is what he's saying.
What up, Benji?
Yeah.
Keep it tight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying? I don't want to.
Benji on this joint? What up, Benji,
Yeah.
bro?
Nobody want to walk in the house. You stay at home. You been sleeping all day.
you slept till 11:30.
Get in eating bonbons and shit all day.
eating hot pockets and
There's
shit.
no hot pockets and bonbons.
Yeah.
So that'll come with stay-home wife.
The hot pocket box still on the counter.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't
You
brushed
know,
your teeth
just-
yet today, and you want to give me a kiss when I get home.
You know,
You know,
no,
you telling me when I get home the food gonna be about an hour and a half before it's cooked. Why the fuck am I waiting?
Oh, the other stay-at-home wife job description. You have to send me nudes all day.
So you don't want her if she falling apart, right? You don't want the news of the, so you want her to
No,
stay
you
in
guys
shape?
keep it tight. You guys send me nudes all day.
Oh, wow.
Because you're filing nobody's TPS reports like I am.
So, because look, that's what the ladies are going to say.
It's
Well, if a
motivation.
man was a stay-at-home husband, will he start to stay in shape?
Hell yeah.
I'll be in 24
So there you
hours.
guys
12
have it, the evenness of it. They say yes.
I'm gonna be at the,
If
I'm gonna be at the
if I
gym
choose to
2
be
hours a day. I'm
Hold
sending
up.
dick pics, everything.
without a problem.
Every other hour.
So,
Dick pic
you gonna
every
be
other
tired of
hour
my
on
dick.
the
You
hour.
gonna be tired of seeing my
With
dick.
your coffee.
At the
All you
top
guys
and
do the dick pic?
at the top and bottom of the hour.
So no, the thing is, if you
Different
decide,
angle guarantee.
if you decide to be the stay-at-home husband, and you got to follow whatever her requirements are, right?
Right? Yeah, it's a job
So
description.
not whatever. 'Cause I mean, there's some stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but
and I'm glad you made whoever it was that made a distinction. Stay-at-home wife. It's a
Stay-at-home-
separate
Did a
thing.
stay-at-home
It's not a
mom.
stay-at-home
Stay-at-home
mother.
mom. There's a very,
Two
very
different
different
things.
thing.
Yeah.
Don't try to be slick and conflate the two because we are on your ass. Don't try it.
Don't do that.
Doesn't like you said word
Don't
conflict.
do that bullshit.
Because people do it a lot.
Hey.
No good.
So basically, dude was all good. What should he have done?
What did he do? How is
Well,
there
how
an
did it
end to
end?
the story?
So basically, he called the shit off.
Okay.
All right, can we get he should get a
Fuck
warm
that.
round of applause for that shit.
And look, my comment was, nigga, you ought to be glad she told you that shit.
She
before
did you a
fucking
favor.
got married.
Right, that is true.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Because
saying?
a lot of women will wait till after to drop the
Yeah.
bullshit on you.
If they drop it, they might come home like, babe, I got laid off today, knowing she quit.
Yeah.
And then she can't find another
Right.
job for 6 years
Right.
straight. Like that's happened. I'm not saying it's all women.
That happens.
That has happened.
Yeah.
That has happened.
Damn.
Yeah, that is no cap. That's true.
cold-blooded.
It doesn't happen though.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
That's
I remember reading a
cold-blooded
story
right
about a
there.
guy. You know, I think he was working from home, and his wife just came home. Yeah, I quit.
Yeah.
What?
The guy was working
I
from
heard it,
home.
I heard it,
He
I
said,
heard it.
yeah,
I
I just
just-
quit my job today.
And I
Wife
never
just-
want to go back
Yeah.
to another one.
Yeah, wife just quit.
My thing would be fine. What are you going to create?
Nudes.
What are you going to do? What are you going to create?
No, that's my thing. Like I think
That's
you're.
fine. I don't care if you don't work for
I don't care.
nobody. What
Like,
are you
I'm
gonna
like that
create?
too,
Let's
right?
do
Like
it.
I'm not necessarily big on you working per se, but what are you doing?
Right.
Do for
And it's
him.
not even about income. Like
What
for
if
me,
she like? I want to volunteer at the church or
No,
That's-
it's about income.
something-
It's about
yeah.
income.
no, for me,
Ladies, it's about income.
no, for me,
And
it's
nudes.
about if your wife is happy, then the income will come. I don't want you. This is the way I look at shit. I don't want you going nowhere that you the fucking hate, because when you get home, I got to deal with it all day.
right?
So if you're happy, then cool, income will come. Either my income gonna go up probably because I'll be happy to get
I
back,
don't know
or
about
either
that.
or either something's going to come out. No, women make shit better.
Happy at home and you still struggling.
That's what I'm saying. Oh no, you're not happy sitting on the couch watching fucking The View all day. No, what I'm saying is, if you're happy doing something, 9 times out of 10 you're going to make income out of it.
Yeah.
That's just,
If it's something that you, if you have a passion towards something,
but
you gotta have motivation behind it.
And to your point, nobody wants to come home to somebody who hates their job.
Bro, let me tell you something.
That's some miserable shit.
Like, I'm already dealing with my miserable shit in my day. I don't want to come home and not only have to listen to what you went on in your day, which I'm willing to do sometimes, but not every motherfucking day. And then you got to come home and then we're sitting around here angry, looking at each other all goddamn day. Like, I don't want that life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I saw on somebody sent me a video clip today. I think it was these
Beverly
guys.
said she's gonna be a stay-at-home dog mom. Well, I hope that dog pays well.
I hope that dog. I hope he pee on your leg. Hey,
hope that dog makes a lot of money.
The floor better be spotless.
I don't want to see one dog hair anywhere. But it was a lady I think it was a show called Fresh and Fit or something like that, and it was a bunch of women sitting around a couple of dudes, and one lady said, if the man go home and bring home all the bacon, she said, I'm gonna have everything done, food done, everything iron, everything perfect. And the dude was like, but a man with money, a man with means, don't need none of that.
Don't need that shit.
He said, I want a woman that's going to motivate me, a woman that has ideas, a woman that helps grow what we trying to do.
Somebody who's making us grow better.
Yeah, like, I don't need a cheerleader. I cheer for myself. Go Tyrone.
You know this goes back to
I don't need a cheerleader.
Yeah, I don't need that bullshit.
Right. Tyrone,
I don't need a cheerleader.
This goes back to that point we made we've said a few times over is, if you had a right woman, she's going to increase whatever you do tenfold. You had a wrong woman, she can decrease what you're doing tenfold as well too. So it's just a matter of you being honest about who you want in your life and who matches with you.
So do you guys think that that's overstated though? Because I hear that from a lot of women, and that was even part of our discourse earlier. Well, if she stayed home, she'd have to do this, this, and this. But do people really? How many of us really want that? Like, let's say she stayed home and the steak was always done right. She sent you nudes. Everything was good, but she was just, that was it. There was no more depth to it.
No,
who really want that?
Yeah, I mean, that's.
I tell you know what?
Some guys. I mean, I don't.
I had a girl tell me one time, because I asked her, like, this was years ago, and I was
kind of,
we were having an argument going back and forth, and I was like, what do you do in this relationship?
Yeah.
And she said, this is the 3 things she mentioned, bro. Like, she say, I suck your dick, I clean, and I cook. I said,
well, she started with a damn good one.
But hold up, I was like this. This was my answer. I got my dick sucked, I ate, and my shit was clean before I met you. What else can you bring to the table? Like, look, what is you talking about?
Look, that reminds me of this. You remember?
And it's not all financial. I'm not talking about financial.
You remember?
It can't suck itself.
You remember the comedian Patrice O'Neal?
No,
yeah. He did this thing where he was talking to this woman. He was like, "Okay, let's say you got in an accident and they had to sew your pussy. He said save your life.
He said you got hit by a train and you lost all action in your pussy. What do you do? He asked all the women in the front row. He said,
what else do you bring?
What do you do to make your husband happy? And they said anal, oral, like women like naming all this sexual shit, right? He was like, that's how you know y'all don't know men. None of y'all said learn how to play PlayStation. None of y'all said
none of that. So you just reduced yourself to a series of holes. Not me. You did that. Not me.
You did it. Not us. Right? Like, exactly.
You did that to you, not me.
I mean, rest in peace, preacher. That dude was hilarious.
Hey,
but that's to your point.
Yeah,
that dude was funny as fuck.
He was funny. You ever hear the thing where he talks about women? Say women, guys. What do you say? Guys, always want to be around you. Want you to be around, but not next to us. Like, just be somewhere in the house, in the vents. Like, but you have to be right next to me all the time.
The ducks.
Like, just be around. Like,
Patrice, hey, you know what's funny? Patrice they just released a documentary.
Oh, for real?
Like, that I just watched.
I gotta watch that.
It was, so, he did the one stand-up and he died a year later.
Yeah.
Right.
So they walked through the beginning of his career, all the people that he used to. Right. I didn't know he knew so many people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you get a chance, you can find it on Spotify. He was on the radio for a long time.
Yeah.
Go to the Black Phillip show.
They went through that too.
If you listen to it, just sit and listen to the Black Phillip show. It's fucking hilarious.
He was awesome, bro.
He was so fucking funny, but the shit he said was so real.
He was red pill before it was a thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I was gonna say, speaking of awesome, is the Donda album awesome?
Okay.
Now look, I'm here for moral support because I haven't listened to it, so I'm not taking
I haven't
sides.
either. I just want to hear it.
So
I just want to see the argument across
so me
the
and
table.
Tyrone are sitting this one
Anybody in
out.
social
We just gonna
media
listen.
land, do y'all like the Donda album?
Me and Tyrone are Switzerland. So,
Yeah. I've heard things, but I don't know. We are Switzerland.
all right, so go.
My daughter loves it. That's all I got.
My short,
like this Jake Paul and Tyrone Willis or shit. Like, just go.
Let's go.
my short synopsis was when I heard it, because I listened to it twice. It was excruciating to get through 27 songs of that shit.
That's a harsh criticism.
It's
It may be justified, but I'm just asking.
excruciating.
Didn't
Okay,
Chris
why-
Brown
But I
come up with
listened
a
to it
30-something
twice.
song
I
album?
didn't want to so I listened to
To
the
your
whole
point,
thing.
to your point, I think it was long as fuck. Like, I do agree, it was probably too long. But go ahead.
Are they agreeing, Delvin?
I think so.
It was like
No,
I think that was a breakthrough.
there was about
Slight, yeah,
10, 11 songs that I replayed.
Okay.
Like, I'm like,
So almost
this shit
half.
is hot. This shit hot.
Almost half of it was decent.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
So my comment was when I finally spoke on it was 27 songs of that. It should have never been done.
It should have been.
But 13, I can see it. So 13, it probably would have been a classic.
Okay.
It may have been four out of 5 mics if it was fucking 13 songs.
Okay.
So I just couldn't deal with like another Jesus is King for 27 songs.
Oh, you don't like Jesus? Is that what you're saying?
You hate
I
Jesus?
mean, I love Jesus. I love Jesus. I love Jesus.
That was a classic straw man argument.
So you don't love Jesus? Is that what you're saying?
It's just that.
Like, why is this video
he
titled
was,
"Jay Hates Jesus"? Why?
And I don't even like look at like
that
when he
might be
broke
the name
away,
of this video.
When he broke away from the norm and he did 808 and Heartbreak.
Okay.
awesome album.
So awesome. That album
I
was
like
fucking
that album.
amazing.
Awesome
Yeah.
album.
808 and Heartbreak was fucking amazing.
Great.
The Yeezus was trash.
I'm not a
I
fan.
mean, straight dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Okay.
fan.
Yeah.
Unfinished tracks. It was. I don't know what fuck. I know where he was trying to go, but it wasn't. He didn't get there.
He didn't get there.
So the only thing I was telling Miles when he spoke on it was, like, okay,
No, you said it
like
was
the
trash.
shit. You like
said
it.
You said it was trash on my post.
No, I didn't. I didn't say it was trash.
You said,
I didn't say it was trash.
so speaking of receipts,
I actually
You want me to pull it up, Miles?
speaking of receipts,
Do you guys have
I
any more
screen-
drink over there? Is there any more?
No,
I think we drank it all.
You
bro.
damn fish.
Look. I screenshot my comment.
Okay.
Right? And I put it on Miles' page. So basically, Miles. The only thing I went on Miles, and what even made me respond to Miles was he was on his motherfucking pastor kick. Like
pastor kick.
Yeah, but
he
you
was
have
on-
a pastor
he
In
was
the
on his
name
pastor
of the
kick.
80s.
He was like, "You motherfuckers will listen to." He didn't curse, but I'm paraphrasing.
At Pastor Kick, he didn't curse.
He said,
But I didn't even say you nobody's. Like,
he was like,
that's my thing. Like,
we listen to misogynistic and all of this type of music and the stuff that why your kids should be listening to. Why don't your kids listen to drill music and then why don't we listen to this? Why we put our kids in some of this in their face? And I'm like, because it's fucking kids. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, the message behind the music was.
Why
there.
can't you just face the facts that those albums are just not good albums?
They just not. I didn't say trash. You said trash.
I listened to NWA growing up. Y'all see how I turned out?
They're not good.
What's the difference between not good and trash?
Okay.
I mean, trash is like
Trash
down
is-
here.
That's a lot.
Like not good is a 5. Trash is a 2.
Oh, a 201. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
said I said it was trash. I didn't say
Yeah.
bad, I'll
Not
apologize.
good is like a 4.
You just said it wasn't good.
Trash is like
it's
a
not good album.
a 2. I mean,
You know
I guess
what I'm saying?
1 would be dumpster juice. So
Yeah, like I didn't say it was dumpster juice, and I like that word.
Dumpster juice. Why do you like that word?
Doo-doo juice. I mean,
Because
I don't even
dumpster
wanna-
juice kind of gives you
I
like a
don't know.
real visual of how bad this
yeah, I mean,
Like
we
I
all
get the visual when you say bad.
Nah, dumpster
That's
juice
good
is-
enough for me.
Because dumpster juice, like I can tell you that like that macaroni is bad, you still may taste it. Dumpster juice, you ain't getting nowhere near nothing that got dumpster juice on it, bro.
Yeah, that's just extra
you
descriptive
ain't,
for no
you
reason.
ain't even walking in that direction. Like they got some dumpster juice over there. Like, ooh, I'm gonna go that direction.
On dead president's bag of assholes.
All right, so back to the.
so it was
So it was too fucking. It's too fucking long.
Okay.
It's just too fucking long.
because the number of songs you gave me that were good, about About 40% of it was 45%. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's about fair. I mean, it's just really hard for me to pick through everything that I like. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not a start to finish.
No,
you gotta. There's some skips. You gotta.
Here's the thing. There's too much good hip hop out there
to spend 27 songs
Miles
of
say
your
he
time.
listened to all of it. He say he listened to it as he sleep at night.
Like
I did not say it to I sleep at night. So
like. I mean, I don't know. I know Miles likes it. And
now,
he said he likes it from front to back.
Now, can I ask a question? Kanye is somebody who, like, I know we look at music sometimes just for tracks and bangers and stuff, but Kanye is abstract and he look at things as a sort of art. So, well, for Miles, would you consider this like something more artistic?
For the most part, it is. Like that's what, so. Like if you take, like he said, the 13 tracks that Jay talks about are real hip hop ish bangers, kind of.
Yeah.
Like he was aiming for that. And you're right. Another part of Kanye is the abstract artistic side. He smashed them into one album, and I don't have a problem with that. Like I personally have a problem with it. It's just not much different to me than when Drake smashes the rapping and the singing. I skip all the singing shit. Like all that shit I skip. I don't listen to it, can't tell you a name, none of that
I like
shit.
Drake songs.
Not when he come on with I can't
I like
do the
that
singing
shit, man. I
bro.
be in the bathroom
When
crying
he be
and shit.
singing with that little bullshit ass, whiny ass voice, bro. I skip past it all. So to me,
But look what Drake did from a marketing perspective. Drake's last album, Scorpion, double album. One was majority singing, one CD. The other was majority rapping. So he split it up for you.
eventually, but all the other albums before that he didn't.
Yeah, but his song, but he didn't have fucking 20 songs.
Hey, why you so why?
It's not about.
Hey, why
it was
niggas
too
get
long.
aggressive when they talk about Drake? But he didn't.
But what I'm saying is,
Say it with your
I don't
chest.
care if it was 10 songs and 5 of it was singing and 5 was rapping. I'm skipping 5 of them shits. I don't listen to the singing shit. I can't stand it. It hurts my ears. So I understand. So
I mean,
and I agree. 27 was a whole fucking lot. Like that was a lot. For me, I don't mind it because I can let the shit play and not have to go back and find something else to put on an hour and a half later. Like I just let the shit play.
Right.
And I'm cool with going back and forth between both when I'm in a chill mood or I'm good with the album. I never said it was a masterpiece. I've never said it was a classic. I just said I'm good, understand where he went. Now back to the post in which you're talking about, I was never convincing anybody to like the album. I was giving my thought process on the album. I spent 3 days listening to the album, so I didn't just listen to it the first night and be like,
right,
is this way or that way? Like
right.
I really spent it like almost like a book report. Like I really wanted to see where
revisit it, digest it.
Right.
I think certain type of thinkers, from what I've noticed, just based on the likes and dislike, I can already tell you who gonna like it and who not gonna like it, just based off of the thought process of certain people.
Right.
And I think that's just what happens.
I mean,
with
I gave the
Kanye
motherfucker
stuff.
2 full listens. I mean, and I even said this when I spoke on it. I rewind. Like if I heard something that was dope as fuck,
you went back to
I went back. I clicked it back again so I could listen to it again. Because when you listen to the 27 songs you're trying to take in.
Damn, what's that, like an hour and a half?
It was
hour and a half.
I ain't had 3 hours of spare time in 6 years.
It's an hour and 44 minutes long.
So when you're
let's say how much listen to it. It's an hour and 44 minutes long.
So check this out.
God
when you're
damn.
listening to an album that's that long in one sitting, when you hear something you really like, you got to rewind it, like on the spot.
Yeah.
Cause
but I don't
go all the way to the end and forget. You know
no, I don't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But that's what
I was listening to. That's what I was thinking.
I don't do that. Like when you came to my house with the Nas album, right?
Right.
If that was the case, we'd never got through 3 tracks. We'd have been backing up. Like I listened to the whole to tell the
But it
totality.
wasn't 27 songs, so it was easy to do that.
That's not the point. What I'm talking about. Are you talking about when you're listening to something, and in one
I
listen?
said when I listen to that, when something that long. That's what I mean.
I'm saying, but the point is, when you listen to something good and you hear something you like, you're gonna go back and listen to it. Like you're gonna hit rewind.
Not
listen to it
immediately.
again. Right. So I didn't do that. Right. So like.
Yeah.
My thing is, I understand, and my point in the post in which I made was, and this is what Jay is talking about. Some people, some artists, you can tell, not all artists. If you're a real artist, hip hop artist, R&B musician, whatever, most of the time your music is going to go with what's going on with you, right?
Yeah, where you're at
in your life,
or where your songwriters are at.
There you go. That too.
Yeah.
It's really your life,
right? So the thing is, I can tell, and my point of making that, comparing that album, Kingdom Come, and the 444, was that there's going to be growth in those guys' lives. Those albums are 20 years away from their first album. And a lot of people got on my page, a lot of people got on other pages and said, we just want the old Kanye. And I'm saying, you're not going to get the old Kanye because the old Kanye doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
He's a different person. His music is going to grow with him.
He's on space now.
They had the same.
He's 40
right.
something. He's not
45.
20.
He's not 22.
Yeah.
And the thing is, and they said the same thing about Kingdom Come. They said the same thing about 444. Whether they said it was trash or not, people were saying, I want the old, listening for the old J. A lot of people who said that shit when that shit came out, they didn't want to hear about art and growth. You did because you're 40 years old, bro.
You grew with him.
You grew with that. That made sense to you, but there were a lot of people who didn't. And that's my whole point. With
I don't hear the backlash for I didn't hear any of that much backlash for Jay's last album as I did.
Now, look, since you didn't hear it doesn't mean it wasn't said, right?
Now, what I heard was
my ears always.
But even if you look at it,
I heard lyrically that Kanye didn't show any growth.
None.
So if you're talking about growth,
what he's talking about, I'm not saying
no growth at all.
Lyrically, Kanye.
And I'm a Kanye fan.
I'm a huge Kanye fan, and Kanye says a lot of dope shit. Whether you talking about old Kanye or new Kanye, he does a lot of shit that makes you think, and he always has said shit that made you think. But I never thought of him as like this lyrical beast. It was always the music and how he put all of it together, right?
I don't know, man.
So
on graduation, who's calling a nigga one of the best rappers out?
I don't. I mean, he's one of the greatest artists out. All this other about if you just talked about if you talk about pure fucking just lyrics, you're not putting him over like 10, 15 people, 20 people of all time.
But
we talk about the great artists of
300
yeah, just the overall
the totality of what he did was one of the greatest artists, like hands down.
And that's complete art.
As far as complete art, but you talk about just pure lyrics, don't take all that shit out the way, put the lyric, the skull and bones as lyrics. Nah, nigga, you ain't putting him there. But I will say, what he's talking about has grown with him, or the emotion of what he's gone through. There's not one curse word on the album. That ain't gonna never happen before.
That's actually big though. I do think he's doing something different.
Growing into what he's trying to do.
That's
shit.
I can play with my sons. That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. So like I understand.
If it sucks, my son want to hear something with some cussing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta check your parents and shit. No, I'm just fucking. So what I'm saying is,
my kids know what cussing is.
The album goes
all the time.
Up, down, through. It goes a lot of different ways. And granted, I understand. And honestly, if you'd have said, split the album up into two different pieces,
right?
You would have loved one way and somebody else another way.
Right.
I'm good with it being together and understand that there's just going to be a lot of different shit involved with it. That's all I was saying. I wouldn't convince anybody like shit. You ain't got like a damn thing. I don't give two fucks. But what I'm saying is I was telling my side of if everybody else would go here and say it's trash and this and that, then I can say, hey, this is what I like about the album. Because people were telling me I didn't like it. People were like, you don't like, you was like Kanye. I'm like, nah. They were like, well, it's not as good as West Side Gun. You're right. As a hip hop album, it wasn't as good as West Side Gun last
West Side Gun was dope.
But
yeah.
that shit was banging, right? Boldy James, banging, right? Currency, banging. Like, but that's different.
But I think Kanye go for what he want to go for.
Exactly.
I don't think he care about what's currently popular.
For a little bit. He does care a little bit because he keeps bringing a new shit on. Like he put the baby on there. Like he cares a little bit.
Like I
he put those artists on that album though.
That's a market, but that's the part of his marketing too.
Okay, I didn't hear the album cogently since it came out, but I've been hearing the album since it was being made, right?
Right.
And some of the features and stuff, and some of the shit was stuff Kanye had made like years ago, and then he'll add some new drums to it or do. Like Kanye is be digging to do what Kanye want to do.
He's always done that.
And I think a lot of what we hear is just based on the current market of what's selling. I think Kanye is a little different because whatever he do is what's selling, even if it's not what people are currently doing. What number is the album right now?
It's one on Apple.
It was Apple, Tidal, Spotify was one. Matter of fact, it was one in more countries than any other country, any other album in the history of the world. It was 123
from
countries.
An Apple perspective. Let's make sure we understand it.
Spotify and Tidal as well.
Yeah. I didn't know.
So you guys get my point.
He's a marketing genius,
and he still win.
That's
winning. Why he do what he want to do. Everybody else can't. There's a lot of artists that you'll hear in private say, "I'm not free." Kanye free.
Kanye is free. And it's showing you what free is.
Free.
He knew whatever the fuck you want to do.
Whatever the fuck you want to do.
A lot of artists make music they can't stand. They just know your ass gonna buy it.
It's the reason the other artists are mad. Soulja Boy, Chris Brown pissed off about the shit. Like, because this shit got cut out. You give a fuck. Like,
I know a rapper, a well-known rapper that want to make a country album. But he
Nelly
can't
just did it.
Because But he's not Nelly, and he don't think that it's gonna work, and they be so afraid of what somebody else is gonna think or their fan base. A lot of artists do not be doing what they want to do. Y'all think Snoop Dogg
I agree with you.
Rap about smoking weed? And
No, that's what I'm telling you.
That nigga 175
Right.
years old.
But
he wants some
Tyrone.
Geritol and some
Right.
tea.
Tyrone. Tyrone. But that goes to the point of the shit we talked about before is that if we keep saying this is what we want, that's what they're going to make. Sometimes we got to say we want something different and you can do something different, and they'll be willing to make that to take the chance of making
Miles,
dollars other ways.
You're absolutely right, but you have to appeal that message to the masses because to those who don't like it, obviously it's not enough to change it. There's nothing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not enough. We could get mad, stand on the perch, be like, "This music is killing us," and they're gonna keep making the shit because for every 2 people say it's killing us, it's millions of people out there buying that shit. They're companies. They only gonna do what people buy, and so you're right. But my question is, what you do to change it? Like, what do we do?
Well, we'll see how long it lasts.
Stop buying the bullshit.
You don't buy bullshit, do you?
No.
I don't buy bullshit. I don't. You know what? I don't interview a lot of rappers, and when they ask me why, I say because you guys get on my fucking nerves. You guys are all the same. You don't say anything. You have nothing to give back. Most interviews with rappers is really just promotion of what they have coming up next.
That's it.
And it has nothing to do with anything of substance, and that's why I don't understand why people want to get in a career of interviewing rappers. You could come up with the same. We're gonna get the same. You could do that shit in your sleep. That takes no talent, and it takes no talent for them to interview. But what I'm saying is, what do we do to tangibly change it? Because I agree with you, Miles. But what do we do to like? Because the masses are buying it.
Right.
What you see what I'm saying? And as long as the masses are buying it and music is ran by youngsters, they don't care about your money no more.
Yeah.
If that was the case, R&B would be making money out the wazoo, but you don't hear too many R&B hits. All you hear is the same shit.
Yeah, it's all hip hop.
And I think part of it too is what you guys are doing here is giving an honest, fair criticism.
Right.
You know, constructive criticism. You're not just saying, "Oh, it's dumpster juice" or "it's trash" just for the sake of doing it. Like, look, this is my honest critique.
It's terrible for the youngsters. It's just terrible. Period. Are we gonna really ever be honest about popular rap is? And I'm gonna be honest.
Terrible
and like
for the
I'm gonna
youngsters.
tell you, this is like a real dilemma I've been having with going forward with a lot of rappers. Rap right now, in my opinion, only encourages fucked up, terrible decisions financially. It is fucked up, terrible decisions with your life. It's glorifying stuff that a lot of them never really went through or don't want to go through.
Never
want their kids to go through. Money phones, that's stupid. You guys are very intelligent men. How many of you guys just carry hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash?
I do.
Besides Miles.
Oh, my bad.
But you guys know Delvin.
I don't like to talk about it.
Delvin, but let's be like intelligent black men for a second. What happens with your cash when you just have cash in hand?
It's gone.
You get robbed.
And you're not investing it. It's not making any money.
Yeah,
this shit is stupid. Every time somebody gets some money, they want to go buy a bust down or a chain. This shit is dumb. It's dumb ass imagery.
Right.
I got a 9-year-old son who think that shit is just the coolest shit in the world until I try to make him figure out how we gonna pay for that shit. Then things change.
No, I had a 12-year-old girl argue me that Blueface had more money than Mattress Mac.
Yeah, because that's what they make you think. They put the imagery out there to make it like that's the life. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm saying, I'm willing to say that
got enough money to have Blueface killed and keep his mama quiet.
And put her in a brand new bed.
Quickly.
Yeah.
But that's when we got to be honest about the shit.
I can't deal with a lot of that new shit.
But you say it though. I'm gonna call you to the table on because like you the one that was telling me to listen to what's that shit called? The Trip. What's the shit you talking about? The nigga you haven't listened to when we on live the other day?
I don't even remember the fucking name.
What was the shit you said on my post yesterday that you said the rap you don't like a whole lot? What kind of rap was that? Trip rap, epic rap. What kind of shit? What y'all call it?
Drill music.
Drill music. You were like,
I don't know what the
on
fuck
the live. You were like, yo, check this out. It's not bad. This ain't bad. These dudes making a push.
But I was talking about this shit in the sense that I never heard of these people until my son said, "Check this dude out."
All right, but
you know what I'm saying? I like to consider myself pretty in tune with hip hop.
Yeah.
Look,
so if somebody says an artist or a genre,
I can name people you haven't listened to.
I ain't never fucking heard of.
Like Mo 3 and shit.
Billy the Butcher. Butcher. His name is Benny the Butcher. We love him. We love him. We gotta keep
Freddie
it a buck.
Gibbs, all talking
We
the
love
same
their
shit. We
music.
talk about
We
that
love
shit.
their music. but
Currency talk about the same shit.
I think as grown-ups,
The
we
drill
understand
shit
how
is
to
a
filter
sound.
it.
Right.
But as kids, it's hard
The shit
for
they
them
talking
because
about
they
amongst
don't
themselves,
know
still
what's
same
real and
bullshit.
what's not.
It's true.
You know how I know a lot of kids don't know what's real and what's not? Because I know a lot of grown-ups that don't fucking know what's real and what's not about their
Period.
favorite rappers,
Right.
celebrities. Don't
Period.
have a fucking clue.
Right.
And you don't think these kids, they don't have a clue. They're just going
Yeah,
off
you
of
you
what
with
they
your
see.
life experience, and your
Back to my
perspective,
post,
just say
Tyrone.
there's no fucking way he committed all these
Tyrone.
crimes.
No way.
Tyrone, I specifically said in my post what was good about this. It gave us balance, and I'd much rather kids into this shit than us then talking about the drug use, the drug sale, the misogyny, like all that shit, right? That's what I was saying. He was like, "Oh, you on your preacher shit?" No, this is real shit. Like I'd much rather this. Like let's get a balance so kids can say.
And all I was saying in response to that was, it still needs to be good music.
But you said I was trying to convince social media, black social media, that it was good. I said, "No, this is what it is."
It's just not good music.
And then when we got on, then he just that's what he clowned me about, right? He was like, "He was on his preacher shit." Like that's what you said.
We always talk
You
about
just said
balance.
that
I
30
think
minutes
balance
ago.
is the key.
Balance
The
is
only
the key.
difference then is we had terrible fucked up messaging in our raps then. I know people that used to listen to certain shit before
Oh,
drive-by.
it was terrible.
It was just terrible
Hell
messaging.
yeah.
But we had
But
balance
still,
though.
hey, you guys know how powerful music is. What was that guy, them two guys that fought the other day? Jake Paul? You noticed something that I noticed about the MMA fighter? He kept his headphones on till the moment it was time to fight. That's how powerful music is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And us as adults, sometimes we act like, it ain't that big of a deal.
No, it's huge.
This man got to listen to something to change him psychologically to the moment
Hey,
before battle.
I do know people that did some fucked up crimes that were listening to certain songs and certain artists that would put you in that zone to go drive by. Go
But
do
it's
some
even,
crazy
but
shit.
it's even bigger than that
And it
though.
was certain artists that they listened to
Right.
for those moments.
No, I mean
Yeah.
that's it. Like we were always like as an athlete, you gonna listen to music before when you trying to put your girl in the mood. You gonna put certain like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's music goes with moods. We understand that.
Right.
But it's deeper than that though. It changes lifestyles. It changes the way you wake up, the way you sleep, the way you breathe, the way you think.
Right.
And that's what we always gonna blow this shit to the past. Like, oh, it's just music and it's on the parents. That's bullshit. Parents cannot control what your kid listening to. This shit, it controls the way they think on a regular fucking basis. And there's not a parent alive who can keep their kids listening to it.
And
not.
it's only
may
teaching
not
our
be able to
kids
keep
at
your
this
kids from-
point to make dumb ass decisions.
Exactly.
Tell me, it's hard
Yeah.
for anybody
You
to
can't-
convince me that that's not what it's about. Oh, I got a Wraith. You don't got shit.
Nothing.
I got that. That's
You're renting
all
it for
they
a
talk
day.
about is what I got.
You say that's a fucking rental.
Look,
Fucking rental for,
hey,
for a day at that.
I'm gonna tell you guys something I experienced 2 weeks ago, and this shit really blew my mind because it's something you think about. And I tell my buddies sometimes, I say, hey man, these young rappers don't give a fuck about being rapping. They care about appearing to be rappers because
Right.
people care
That-
about
that's-
what they
oh,
think
that's
Right.
a point.
is the lifestyle of a rapper.
Right.
And so this young rapper, we're at a studio, and I'm with a guy who's famous, but he's older. So he's kicking game to the youngster. He's not paying him no attention, right?
Right.
Then they switch Instagrams and he see the blue check and he's like, oh. He love him all of a sudden, right? But this is what proves my point. He came, he had 3 camera people. He had 2 carloads of people. He walked into the studio. The engineer said, where your beat? He said, I don't got none. I was going to ask you if you had some.
Oh, where you what?
Where your beats? He went to the studio with no beats. Okay. And this is a rapper that you see all over the place. He blowing up, hundreds of thousands of followers, but they're not following for his talent because he sucks. They're following the lifestyle, the always popping bottles, the chains, the women,
Right.
the cars, the this, the that. But they don't realize that he didn't have $100 to give his cameraman. You see what I'm saying?
right.
They don't realize that the
Wow.
people there, they just fans, and they just think he's living his life. But they don't know that
You
he
can't
couldn't
pay your
buy-
fucking
he couldn't pay
cameraman.
the bill. The studio mad because you came, you ain't got no beats. The engineer trying to sell you some beats from his friend. They both $500 a piece. You can't afford them either. It's a facade.
Right.
But if he really, really gave a fuck about being a good rapper, he would go to the studio with a beat. Right. It's the image. Right. That's all it is. It's about the image. And that's all they care about. They don't care about quality. It's caring about looking like I'm doing better than you. Right. Rap is about I'm shitting on everybody around me. I'm shitting on you.
Right.
That's the message.
Well, we said this shit a couple of months ago, right? Not a couple of months ago, probably about 4 or 5 months ago. It must have been on a hip hop, one of our hip hop shows.
Yeah.
the dudes over 40 making the best music.
Yeah,
and I never thought about it like that. It's you want to look like a rapper. You don't want to.
These motherfucking
That's
rappers
why they
can't
suck.
Even,
they don't care about rapping.
They can't even talk.
They don't care.
They can't even
it.
have a conversation. How you gonna be rapping? You can't have.
They care about
You know,
looking like a rapper on social media.
I remember,
like you know, yeah. How you gonna be like you know 40 words of English? Like
I remember when I was,
and you use all 40 of them
every time. I remember when I was younger. I remember showing an article to my mom. You know, my mom wasn't the biggest rap fan, you know, growing up or whatever. She grew to understand why we liked it. She grew to accept it.
Right.
But she, you know, my mom Temptations and shit. So
yeah.
So, I saw this article that was written. I don't remember who. I remember it was a big white, like it was like some white news publication. It wasn't like from the source or nothing.
Yeah.
And it was talking about how they were explaining how to be a successful rapper. You have to be extremely intelligent, right? Because you're talking about you have to have views and opinions on social issues.
That was then.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This is when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Now these motherfuckers can't even talk. They can't have a conversation. They can't answer a question. They can't. You know what I'm saying? It's the worst shit I've ever seen in my life, and they're just repeating the same 7
now,
words.
Now you want to know something that's a trip? There are some of these rappers out here who are young rappers who are extremely smart. They're so smart that they know how to market and manipulate
Ignorance.
to the point to where they are making millions and millions of dollars. Acting like rappers, never putting out quality music, but they also act dumb. It's all a part of the package. See, you got it's packages. You can't have a motherfucker out here, yeah, I got my chest, and then want to give you the answer to something as far as nuclear fission. It don't fit in people's minds, so they won't give it to you. Right. Shit, man. What's his name? Young Thug. You know he could play the piano like no other. Do you know some of these guys be classically trained in instruments and shit and be super smart? Do you know that Suge Knight came from a well-adjusted home?
Yeah, no doubt.
Not drinking and none of that shit until after this shit.
No doubt.
Like people,
but that's
don't
the problem is that
bullshit.
Right.
For them, and it goes to a bigger point where we have gotten to a point as a people, and I say as a people because these people I care about are my community. Is my community rather is that we will lose any sense of value and integrity for $1, and then the community will support it and say, well, they getting paid from it, no matter if it hurts them or it hurts other people.
Right.
Because we look up to people with capital. We don't look up to people
America
with integrity.
This country has done a great job of brainwashing us into becoming individualistic and very capitalistic minded, right? And we as a people used to not be that way. If you go back to like our parents' generation and stuff, that wasn't the case. Like, of course, they wanted to get, have a better.
Yeah, we get more corporate jobs sitting in them rooms, learning how to be that same type of person.
Once integration happened and we were allowed to go to their schools and we were allowed to work for them and do things like we stopped owning companies, we became employees. We started letting them teach us how to think. We started sending our kids to their school because it was a better education. They got to teach our kids how to think, which was us. And so therefore, like, we are now watching the fruit of that bullshit ass labor that they put out is that we are now individualistic. We are very capitalistic. It makes every decision we make. Even the conversation I had today, we were talking about getting a shot with a guy, and he was like, well, it's your money. And I'm like, because, you can't take a chance of not going to work. And I'm like, the thing is, as a people, the government works for us. We don't work for the government. So if we wanted to, as a people, stand up against that wouldn't last long. Yeah. But we don't. He was like, well, people are not financially able to do that. I said, they weren't in the 50s and 60s either, but the shit worked. They were less financially able to do it. But it worked because they cared about, and they took that sacrifice for people that they didn't know, those people being us. But we've gotten to the point now we don't give a fuck about anybody coming after us. We only care about us. And if you get $1, it's okay. And if you do what you're supposed to do for $1, it's okay. And if you got paid from it, it's okay.
You got the bag.
They got the bag, though.
They got the bag, though.
I was on the phone arguing with somebody about it, and she was, she was like, but if she can't, we were talking about cardio at the time, and she was talking about that, and she came from the mud. I can't be mad at the bag she got. I say, coming from the mud and getting your money don't impress me if you dirtying up the mud you came from.
Right, you tracking it in the house.
You fucking up the mud you came. Like, if you come from the mud, get yours and go back and put some grass down, then I can respect that shit.
Put wet shit in the mud.
Right, exactly. Like I don't respect that shit, and that's the problem. That's the problem. I don't respect
that dumpster
that shit.
Juice again.
And the only thing that causes respect level now is how much money did you make doing it.
That's it.
And that's a fucking problem. Because that's the case, and they can control you.
That's the moral
the easiest thing to give
like,
you.
I got paid for
because
it.
money's not real. If I can control you with pushing some numbers into a computer and press send, then fuck, I got your ass by the short and curlies quick.
Right.
And the illusion of people with money isn't always real either. You be even surprised what people be doing.
Yeah,
man.
well, like you said, you got this entourage, you got your whole crew with you. You can't pay your fucking camera guy.
Right, but at the same time, they all think you got it. People around looking think you got it, but some people know you don't got it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like I said, that's just where we at nowadays, where people are more worried about image than quality.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's how I knew when the whole R Kelly thing was gonna fall apart. I was like, you wait till the money run out. And I said this years ago. Wait till the money run out.
No, it is gonna be gone.
Hey, did you see Gilly the Kid's latest rant?
His rants get on my nerves.
Nah, I haven't. Sometimes Gilly the Kid make a lot of sense. Sometimes he don't. And I seen him lying his ass off. But that's
it's the delivery
story.
though for me.
So what he was talking, it was something Tyrone talks about a lot. It was he was discussing us not wanting to get money together. And he was like, "You worry about it. I get money with the white folks, but I get money with the white folks because y'all don't want to get money with me. It's time to get money with me. Y'all have a fucking ego.
It's a problem.
All of
It's
y'all
a
niggas
problem.
got egos.
Yeah.
It's like, but you'll throw that out. Oh, you'll throw that out in a second. Like, you ain't working with nobody black. No, I'm getting money with the white folks because y'all niggas got egos, and I don't want, and I'm not fucking with y'all.
And sometimes
y'all don't want to fuck with me.
And
Yeah.
though
Here's my only problem with that, though.
But sometimes it's people like sometimes Gilead have an ego too toward black people that he won't have toward white people.
Right.
But
that happens a lot too.
Here's my issue.
I don't follow him, but I just saw that.
No, but this is
That's
why
a
I
good
call
point though.
That's why I call it not quite a great point, because we do this in relationships, we do it in business, we do it in friendships, we do it in everything. We work with the people closest to us, so 9 times out of 10 that's going to be black people.
Yeah.
We date people closest to us, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be black people. We hang out with, we do stuff with, it's going to be black people. If 5 of y'all fuck me over, I just can't say all black people. It's just that's been around people. Like, we didn't say all guys that wear chains, did it?
Right,
Or you didn't say all guys that wear jeans.
Yeah, I mean,
or all guys
I
that
get your
drive
point.
cars. And we quit, even in relationships. It's like, I'm not dating black guys anymore. I'm not dating black girls anymore because they all fucked me over. Well, everybody in a relationship is fucked you over, but you didn't say it was all the guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I get your point. You could just have
that
just
is
fuck
always the number one characteristic.
Yeah, you
when
could
we
just
go to
fuck
black
with
people.
You could just fuck with grimy people, or like you said, all your shit.
Right, your shit didn't work
shit
out
with
with
the chicks
those
didn't work out. I mean,
6 people
you
don't
just-
mean all black women gonna do you.
Well,
right.
let
You
me
need one.
hold on. Now let me tell you something that only black people do, and there'll be a lot of people scared to say shit
Ask
like
for
this.
discounts.
But as a I ain't gonna say ask for discounts. But as a black business owner, do you know how many black people and they'd be like,
Same thing.
No, hold on. How you know it's the same thing? I ain't even finished.
Because I'm sensitive. Go ahead. My side said the same thing.
And you see, that's why you don't like Drake. Y'all similar. So
I was agreeing.
no, because a lot of people will say, I'm gonna go get the white people next time.
Right.
I'm gonna go get the white people next time. And every single person in my experience have only said that because they didn't want to pay for what they were getting. They didn't call the white people because they didn't want to pay in the first fucking place.
Right.
They know the white people ain't gonna put up with their bullshit.
Right.
But
Right.
they always threaten a black business with a white business. How
might
many
as well
white
just pay them.
businesses do you think get threatened with a black business? I'm gonna take my business to a black man. Never.
Zero.
Never.
Never.
It is
good point.
only us that do that shit. Only us. And it'd be like, and it's almost like it's like we were trained to like just bash each other when it
We
comes
were.
to things like that.
Yeah.
We
but
were
then
trained.
we acquiesce to it even when we know it's wrong. You'll go to Walmart and stand there for 16 hours and it's Christmas time and they got 2 lines open. You go somewhere that's a black business and they doing the best they can. They got 2 people. You mad they 1 minute late. You see what I'm saying? This shit really exists, and it's not based on you only deal with black people, because sometimes you get experience with the plethora of people and you see traits in certain people. And I'm not saying that that's something with black people, but that comparing black businesses to
It's terrible.
I'm gonna go get the white people.
Terrible.
I'm gonna go. Everybody who has ever said that to me ain't even capable of going to get the white people.
You be there already.
And Tyrone,
Ain't even capable.
here's my other point to that fact is, we have to understand that we were ripped away from being business owners for decades, right? We were business owners because we had no choice then they made us employees, right? And then so now we're getting to the point over the last couple decades, like we're starting to the point where we want to become business owners again, which means we're learning from scratch. We're going to make mistakes.
Customers need to learn. It's not always the business.
I agree with you, Tyrone. Let me make my point that McDonald's has been around 100 years and they still fuck up, right? So every now and then a human being is going to be a human being, a mistake's going to be made. That doesn't mean that you're just going to walk around or it wasn't perfectly how you wanted it. Not saying that the business made a mistake. Your understanding may have been wrong.
Right.
Thing is this. White business owners usually come from other white business owners. My dad owns something, my uncle owns something, my cousin owns something. He can show me how to do it. He gave me the money to start.
Yeah, the history.
Right. They have if not, they have someone to go to for a reference. Like, how do I handle this situation? Right. Or it's been taught them since they were kids. And we don't really give ourselves chances to be good. We always want to say, I don't want to support black business because of blah. Well, shit, Jack in the Box is the exact same fucking thing. That's not owned by anybody black. Walmart, Starbucks, everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you still keep going. Amazon fucks up all the time. All the shit from Nike fucks up all the time.
You never hear nobody saying, I'm not dealing with them. I'm not dealing with Nike.
I'm gonna go buy some black shoes. Like, that don't fucking happen.
Right.
I'm gonna buy my masterpiece.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Never. You will threaten a black business in a heartbeat with a white business. Right. Oh, Tyrone, we want to start at 7 o'clock. We got here at 7:15, and so we're gonna go get the white people. What the fuck? That's how it goes.
Like,
and
man,
you shit don't even make sense.
Right.
It's a stupid threat, and I think like if you out here talking about like how much you support black businesses, shut the fuck up if you use that excuse. And I'm saying shut the fuck up because that's bullshit. There's no Asians do not threaten. You know, my wife wasn't done. I'm going to the black people.
Hey, man.
It don't happen.
Hey, don't come with us about his accent. It
don't happen. But whatever it is, that shit does not happen. Some things are unique to certain traits and certain people, and we can't be afraid to say that. And there's a lot of people who I'm sure all of you guys have heard that shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm like you said, dude, they don't say, you know what, H&R Block, you fucked up. I'm gonna get Tyrone to do my taxes,
especially me. I'm keeping them motherfuckers. Well, that's a problem. But either way,
normally just stand outside and wait for the women to come outside with their taxes.
Yeah, but
hey, pretty red bone. Let me talk to you, pretty red bone.
Say, little mama, let me.
That's bullshit. I don't even hear people threaten McDonald's with Burger King. It's like
they don't.
It's just when it comes
like,
down
I hope they don't
to,
fuck up again.
And that happens a lot, and I notice it with a lot of black businesses. I know a black shoe store in D.C., and I'm gonna go to the white folks because they was charging $5 more for a pair of shoes. But at the same time, they don't got as much inventory. They're not Foot Locker.
Right.
And the reason Foot Locker could get that price is because people bared with them until they could grow.
And they bought bulk.
And they bought in bulk.
And somebody had to invest big, or people bear with you till you grow.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I think, yes, a lot of black businesses do need
not
lessons.
as tolerant.
Black businesses do need lessons in growth as a whole, as a collective. But black customers need some motherfucking growth too. And we be acting like we can't say that. And business owners are afraid to say it because if you're starting a business, you scrambling for every nickel you could get. So you don't want to tell a customer, I really don't want your business because I know you're going to be fucked up. You just try anyway, then deal with it later. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And people always talk about the businesses, but nobody talk about the fucked up customer.
Yeah.
Makes
True
sense.
story.
True story.
100%.
Well, shit.
Man, that was a good show, man.
I think we covered it all, man. So
we covered a lot tonight. We hadn't been on in 3 weeks?
Yeah, had to take a little hiatus.
It's just been 3 weeks.
I think so.
So 3 weeks. That ain't bad.
Yeah. 3 weeks.
But
so what's the moral of the story, Tyrone?
What is the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is we had tequila. We didn't smoke any sticks, but we did talk our shit. And we're going to see you guys later. I think that's the moral. But I think Delvin is better at the morals than me.
You know, I don't know. I guess
we all over the place today. It's kind of
it was all over the place.
Give me one moral you got out the story, and don't give Bundle Brittany no money.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't. Yeah, I mean, well, he has to now. I mean, does she get alimony and she gets alimony too, right?
Supposedly it's $200K a month.
I don't know. Don't nut in IG models. Don't raw dog them.
That's not a problem. Most
that
of us
is the moral of the story. Especially ones who've written books.
Yo, man. But I will say, check this out. Make sure you check out Soapbox Heroes. And also, what's the name of the station, bro?
KNER, New Earth Radio.
I didn't want to get it wrong.
Yeah.
New Earth Radio.
So maybe we can
make
be
sure you
back
check that out right now. Be back next week. Check that. But also tune in that he has a lot of shows. He has a lot of good stuff going on. Support Tyrone Urban in that with Soapbox Hero. Soapbox
hold on a second.
Hold on. Can I get around?
Affiliated gentleman.
Yeah, I had my lunch today. I forgot.
Can I get to you?
You go ahead, man. I'm myself. Sorry.
Can I get to you?
Do you?
You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to go get your cigarhubapparel.com over here.
And we're doing a pop-up in Beaumont this weekend with the Wolf Pack. So if you're out in Beaumont, come out, check us out.
Definitely go check it out. Friday and Saturday night.
Wolfpack
Friday and
got their
Saturday,
shit this
Wolfpack in
weekend.
Beaumont.
Yeah.
Soto got his shit too.
Yeah,
Soto
it's just a
got-
busy weekend, yeah.
And then, of course, affiliatedgentleman.com. Go check him out. He has launched today. You
Today,
have
man.
everything. You have T-shirts. You have shirts. You have.
Do you have any blazers? Do you? Because I'm looking for you to have trousers, blazers,
And later hosen.
Yeah,
So this is very important.
and suspenders, especially
This is very important.
suspenders.
Especially suspenders.
This is very important right here. I need everybody to understand out there in the world, Affiliated Gentlemen is not a clothing line. I created an apparel based on a brand that I'm delving into with a lot of other things that are completely outside of just fucking T-shirts and hats and everything else. It's not about T-shirts and hats and everything else.
Well, go buy your T-shirts, your hats, and everything.
Go buy that shit.
Men, women, and kids.
It's not a clothing line, but what I really wanted to do with that aspect of it on the apparel end was make something that was from a gentleman's perspective that was everyday wear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the T-shirt industry is what, $2 billion
Right. Yeah.
a year at minimum. So
Shit, I'm half of that.
I didn't even realize getting into that part of the business that I was that fucking creative. I didn't even realize that shit. When I started doing all these designs, it just started coming out. So I spent like the last couple months just really working on it. But we got some other stuff coming too. I'm working on a body spray for men. I'm working on a podcast with my homie Michael North. Michael, we were supposed to talk last night. We're gonna rap, but we're working on a podcast of the same name, and we really want to do what we've been talking about: change the narrative. Like, you could still be here, you could still be from certain circumstances and get out and do good shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all in some capacity did that shit.
Yeah.
And we here now.
Yeah, and that's an evolution. It's,
You know
it's
what
a
I'm
growth.
saying?
And like you said, nobody want to hear about 50-year-old Jeezy talking about slanging rocks.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, there's nothing wrong with being proud of where you came from.
Yeah, and acknowledging that.
But you gotta grow.
Yeah, exactly.
And fortunately for me, I had people around me that were teaching me that shit as I was going. Even the ones that was out there doing bad shit.
Yeah.
They was preaching certain shit to me.
Yeah.
So they had to have seen something in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I didn't see it in myself. So I want to be able to give that shit back. So
So
with
he's gonna
kids,
give it back by selling you a T-shirt. No, I'm just playing.
but yeah, man. But there's a lot. There's a lot of involvement. There's a lot of things going on. So I appreciate all the hits I got today. It was like, well, the last time I looked, it was like 100+ hits on the site. I had a few sales today. Appreciate everybody who stuck with it and everything. But we got a lot of shit coming, and continue to support the brand, man.
You know what? I got something I might add some if somebody watching this, doing something called anonymous letters to my ex, where you could write a anonymous letter to your ex. It could be about whatever you want. You know, I miss you, I hate you.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Your thing was small the whole time. I was just trying to fake it.
Did
Whatever
you see
it
that
was.
shit on Jasmine Sullivan?
I saw that. I was just about to say
Nuh-uh.
that.
Bro,
Jasmine Sullivan. You got to pull.
So it wasn't anonymous letters to your ex. It was anonymous letters to your mate.
It was
So
things I would never, secrets I won't share with my mate.
Yeah, that's what it was. Bro, they had one chick said that she slept with both his parents. They had
So there you have
I sent
it.
you the video. They
Anonymous,
anonymous.xlove@gmail.com. They had one chick that said that
I'm gonna inbox it to you.
I'm gonna send it to you. She said that she wants to ask her husband to suck his toes, but she thinks it's weird, so she does at night when he sleeps. They have, bro. They had some of the wildest stuff. I think my her nephew is my son.
Yeah.
Dog, it was wild shit. People put up there anonymously on Jasmine Sullivan's story, bro. Real shit, bro. You got.
And now, mind you, I've had this in mind for 3 years. I started to roll it out and backed it up. But
fucking years ago, we were talking about this shit.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
But
anyway.
yours is to your ex. This is to their current mate.
Anonymous letters to your ex. You can do whatever you want it, and we're gonna take the letters and we're gonna put them together in a book
I
form.
posted on Facebook. I did post it.
That's some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, we're gonna put the letters together as a book and get it out to you.
I might throw out an anonymous letter too.
Hey, long as it's anonymous, you know what I'm saying? If you write an anonymous letter about me, you ain't making the book, damn it. Unless you say, well, he was wonderful.
Get on my Khalees shit.
But nah, that's what we're going to put together. I got some wonderful people.
I posted it to you. I texted it to you if you want to pull it up.
Okay.
It's some wild shit.
Hey, I mean, at the end of my anonymous letter, I'm going to say, I still hate you, bitch.
There's one chick, you know, I'm not giving it all away. You gotta listen to it. There's one chick. She said, "Is it on TikTok or what is that on?" What? The Jasmine Sullivan thing. Is it on?
No, it was on Instagram. So it was on her. It was on her story, and then where I saw it was Kev on stage.
Yeah,
like commenting on all of them that was being posted because he had posted that the other dude he works with, Tahir. He showed the tweet or the text. He was like, "Nigga, go to Jasmine Sullivan's story right now."
There's one chick. She said the house we renting. I bought like 5 years ago.
4 years ago. He just dropping.
So
money
he paying me rent on the low.
Damn. Real shit, bro.
That's deaf.
She was like, I own the house. He's been paying rent for me 4 years.
That's deaf. That's like literally some shit you would die.
This is a house she bought 4 years ago, and they renting now, and he paid her. He paid her rent.
He's paying the rent to her. He don't even know it.
He don't even know it.
Oh damn.
He don't even know it.
Oh man, well she got the one up.
Wow.
Hey y'all,
what you say today? You gotta die.
You gotta die.
Y'all ready to roll? I'm hungry as a hostage.
Yeah, let's roll out, man.
Damn, bro, I forgot.
Yo, it's been real. Make sure you check out Sticks and Shit Talk on IG, Sticks Shit Talk Podcast. Make sure you check out Four Brothers Podcast on Facebook, and check us everybody individually. Urban.Tyrone, Delvin the Expert, J. 201, right? 204.
Nah, see, man, you was that close. You were close.
You need to stop smoking that tweed.
We've been out of it. And of course, I am Miles, Anthony Miles with a Y. Check it out, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Fuck with us next week.
Right.
H-E.
Listen right here. Not my man yet, but he'll never know that my girl best friend be
Yeah,
using
look,
the strap on me.
let me play this for you.
Bro, yes, I got it right here, bro.
Yeah, put it on the mic.
Hold on. Start from the beginning.